Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Dalek 451, the new Dalek Emperor. How you all doing tonight? And I just came over here from Captain Tunlet Spock's channel. We had a great time, and I'd like to in fact I'd introduce my first guest tonight, the man himself, Captain Tunlet Spock. Thank you for joining me.
Bollocks. Yay! Welcome to Dalek, everyone. The best show in town. Strap in and have fun.
And as the title says, we're just chilling and chatting tonight. So, and hello to the Time Prophet. Yes, I know I was a little late, but I was because I actually set this stream up days ago, and
time travel, Time Prophet.
Yeah, and I had it set up days ago, and for just set up for the next time I go live, and I created it ahead of time, but
right, so you're not late for the show. The show was early for you.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, exactly.
Basically, your forward planning is now unfortunately being spun as time bad management, but it was actually forward planning.
Yeah, it was. It was a little bit of a faff putting the links to the stream out on my usual places and getting the chat, getting the invite link sorted out, and
then doing your lippy, all the makeup, putting your pants on or off.
Because I had to.
Doesn't happen overnight, folks. Throwing a show together ain't that easy. It takes at least 3 minutes, you know.
It does take a few minutes to get everything set up properly. Yeah.
Exactly. We had a reverse Moody on my show. We're having such a good time. I killed it.
Yeah. Yes. And now we're continuing it here at my place.
Yes. So come on, people, where are you? Join us for fun. See, if we had Jens, all I ever wanted was to get Jens and the Time Prophet in the same place. Because of course, Time Prophet thinks or knows from his point of view there's only one timeline in Back to the Future. Jens reckons there's 8. Here I am, Dalek, stuck in the middle with you with 3.
Well, speaking of Jens, here he is.
At last, Jens. This is it, Jens. Now you and the Time Prophet can debate. Jens, you know about the Time Prophet. He says there's one timeline in Back to the Future. You say there's 8. Dalek says there's 3, maybe 4. Dalek's correct, but why don't you and Time Prophet cancel each other out? Yes.
Oh, well. Time Prophet's talking shit. You can't even know. There's obviously more than one timeline when it's a time travel film. As I say, if there was only one timeline.
What about 12 Monkeys?
Well,
although Time Prophet thinks there's 2 timelines in that one, he's wrong about that too.
Yeah, well,
he's denying the Virgin timeline in Back to the Future, and he's invented one for 12 Monkeys. It's quite hilarious.
Yeah, well, I think though with 12 Monkeys, that would be the second time it happens, sort of thing. Because the first time it happens, it wouldn't have been.
Oh, so you're the Time Prophet. There is no first time. There's only one timeline, timeline B. But anyway, Back to the Future first.
Yeah.
12 Monkeys
Well, Back to the Future. We all know that there's more than one timeline because fucking if it would have been one timeline, Marty McFly would have gone back to 1955, not disturbed anything in the timeline, and then just gone back to 1985, and that would have been one timeline.
It would have been a closed loop. Yeah. Yes. Good point. Yeah, I never thought of that. It'll be like 12 Monkeys.
Yeah, but it doesn't because he
does change things.
Yeah, and then obviously you know that there's Lone Palm Mall and fucking Twin Palm Mall that get changed.
Yes.
So Time Prophet's talking shit. Like I think what is confusing him is we follow sort of one timeline of Marty McFly,
right? Yes,
timeline.
Yes, but good point.
but there's more than fucking because there's, as I say, there's about 8. I saw about 7 different timelines, and adding the original timeline, I saw 8 timelines, 8 different timelines that happened in that film. But because Marty McFly doesn't go back and go into the future in them timelines, we don't see them, but they're happening.
8
And obviously,
time prophet, reel him in, will you? Even we can't see 8. There must be a.
well, I did that video. I did the video, and like I explained all the like timelines that I saw, and then there's other bits like fucking things that get fucked up because there's something to do with like because in the original timeline, Doc Brown wasn't sort of like helping.
You were going to say Doc McFly.
Yeah, no, well, Doc Brown, he wasn't helping.
Marty, we become one person.
But
Doc, we're 2 different people. I don't know what's going on. That's really heavy.
Yeah, well, because he was in his original timeline, he wasn't helping Marty McFly because Marty McFly only fucking comes back from 85 to change the timeline, sort of thing. And so, because Doc was doing something on that day, there's something else that changes the timeline. I think he gets like a parking ticket or something, stuff like that, because he's
parking
got the
ticket.
DeLorean. Yeah, because when he's setting up,
can you hear yourself, Mr. Yens? A parking ticket on a DeLorean.
Parking ticket? What?
Well, it's something like that because when Doc is in the sort of like City Hall setting up the DeLorean for Marty McFly to do that sort of like crazy timed run with the lightning bolt that hits the tower. The cop sort of like stops him.
You mean at the clock tower?
Yeah.
The clock tower, of course.
Yeah, but
when the lightning bolt hits the clock tower, yeah.
Yeah, but before that, he's setting up. And I think a cop comes over and says to him, "Oh yeah, what you doing?" sort of thing. And like in the original timeline, Doc Brown's at home because Marty McFly doesn't come, and so there's that sort of thing where. But anyway, I saw at least 7 different timelines, and including the original timeline, that makes 8. I saw 8 different timelines, and it's in the video on my channel. Like Jens Peder, under the title of
Time Prophet. Let's go and watch that video to get. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, the title of it is How Marty McFly can Get Back to His Own Timeline.
He came in briefly, but he's already left. Sadly,
he's gone. Jens. Time for bed for the Time Prophet. The prophet of bedtime.
He obviously doesn't know much about fucking time travel when he says that there's only one.
I'm going to call him the prophet of bedtime. Oh, speaking of which, and Jens, your new nickname is Khaleesi or Danny because you forgot about the fleet. Dalek, yesterday I'm playing Risk. I mean, technically, it has to happen to everyone. But yeah, I guess in relative terms, you're always going to look for a weakness in your opponent. But basically, whenever I found a weakness in Jens and I managed to invade, I was like, oh, well, I guess Jens forgot about the fleet. And that's why whenever I'm playing Risk against Jens, his name is Danny or Khaleesi.
Wow. That's right.
Isn't that right, Khaleesi?
All right. I don't know what it is like, but
yeah, whatever, wanker. Moving on.
Yeah. I tell you what, I didn't expect fucking Mexican Spidey to really know how to play the game. I thought he just had the board and he liked to set up and pretend he played the game. But no, find out he can play a little bit. But I fucking took him out though. Look a bit spawny, but that's the thing with Risk. There's luck involved. Well, like that in any game, there's always that luck involved. Where I took him out, got his cards, but he wasn't really bothered. Well,
Right.
we've been streaming for about like 6 hours and that, and so he needed to go to bed because he had his shift in the morning or whatever. And
Oh,
so,
Spider, yeah. Well, that in it sealed his fate because I thought, well, it'll be good for the driving, for the road safety of the Canadian people to wipe out Spidey now, so he doesn't stay up late.
well, I weakened him, giving you the opportunity to wipe him out because you was looking so strong. I thought, well, it's, I guess, a race to see who's
But
going to get
it was
second.
classic Risk. I was basically Dalek. I got Spidey down to 4 armies and failed to wipe him out, which is basically that is indeed a risk. I took a risk and I failed, but then Jens came up and did wipe out Spidey. But equally, you came within 2 armies and a dice roll of not wiping Spidey
Yeah,
out. So
well,
it made me realise in that 5 minutes, I almost wiped Spidey out. I failed to wipe Spidey out. Then you did wipe Spidey out, but you almost failed to wipe Spidey out. So in that 5 minutes, it was all in the air. Anything, because equally, if he'd held out against you, then it was his turn. Then you would have got his cards. Then you would have got 30 armies. Then he'd suddenly become at least the 3rd most powerful player on the board in a third.
oh yeah. It
So
would definitely.
that one die roll could have saved Spidey. You see, it could have all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I was lucky because usually you don't really want to go up against a number that's higher or around your. You always want to go up against a number that's lower than you. But I had no choice, so I had to go up against a 4 with a 4, and it could have easily gone wrong.
well, that's exactly it. That's why the luck of the dice, and that goes
Yeah.
back to the point about the other game. Sometimes 1 or 2 2 soldiers can and will make a difference.
Oh yeah. Just at the early stage. When you got like when you got like 100 and 200 troops sort of thing, then yeah, maybe it's not a safe. But in your early stages, like yeah.
But having said that, this was the late, well, not the latest, the latest stage of the game so far is when it happened. So that was a few hours in, and it still made a difference. But you're right, early on, it makes even more of a difference because it's a higher proportion of your total troops.
Yeah. It's like depending on how long the game goes, you like 200 troops can get like card thingies.
Yeah, that by the way was another positive. I thought we were very efficient. We less talking, more rolling. Dalek, I really think you will enjoy Risk.
If I knew how to play it properly, and
but have you got eyes and ears? You can read. So it's 3 pages of rules, Dalek. Sure, you can handle it. Man, sure, Dalek, you understand time travel. I'm sure a basic 3-page board game.
Yeah, well, I love
too much trouble.
Well, I can say this. I'm a guy who loves his games. I love video games. I love used to play a few board games. I love card games. So
okay. What are your favorite?
So yeah.
Indulge me, or indeed indulge yourself, Dalek. What are your favorite board games?
Oh man.
You'd be a Doctor Who.
I haven't played a board game in years.
You must have a Doctor
Now's the time. Now's the chance.
Because like, there's lots of Doctor Who board games. There's one that comes out for every Doctor, nearly.
Really?
Well, so. I always see like a fucking. Cause I remember seeing one Doctor Who, and it had the Cybermen on. I'm sure of it, and then it'd have like Daleks or fucking Cybermen or some, for you like little figures. Or I might be thinking of fucking a chess game, a Doctor Who chess game, maybe. I don't know.
Get a bit Doctor Who chess game. Oh, a themed chess game. Oh, I like the sound of that.
Oh yeah, well definitely do them. I know. Well, they do anything, don't they? They'll do a He-Man, fucking Thundercats one.
She-Hulk.
Yeah.
She-Hulk chess game. I think it's called Soy Chess.
Yeah. Oh.
No, I had the Star Wars chess set, but there were 2 fucking Princess Leias. I thought, this is bollocks. or something. So it just didn't even make any sense. I thought they're not even paying attention to themselves. Fuck this.
Yeah. You do want sort of like the good characters on one side and the bad characters on the
They
other
at least
side.
did that, but then where'd you put Darth Vader?
Yeah. Well, he has got to be sort of like on the bad side, hasn't he? But you'd have to have the Emperor. You'd have to have the Emperor as king,
Yeah,
and
so who's
then
Darth Vader? The Queen?
yeah, technically he is the Queen, but you'd have to put him somewhat like a
That'd be
bishop.
Graham off Tarkin because he's got his pink slippers on, hasn't he? All ties in, darling.
That would be so fitting. Yeah.
Coming on, go cooey. Look at the state of this Death Star. Oh, we'll have to get the cleaners in.
Yeah.
Queen Moff Tarkin.
Obviously, you'd have the stormtroopers as pawns.
Stormtroopers watching porn.
Oh my god.
But that would be actually that's I think what was wrong with my chess set. You'd think stormtroopers would be obvious, like they're the soldiers and they're white. I mean, you can't get better than that.
Well,
Except
yeah.
that the bag. Yeah, and I think they had fucking TIE fighters. I was like, there's two Princess Leia as the bishop, and the pawns are stormtroopers. They're TIE fighters. What kind of weird nonsense have I walked into?
Oh yeah, and he's on the good side.
That makes no sense. Why wouldn't you have the stormtroopers as the pawns?
Exactly. Maybe I misremember. But then the rebel. I mean, you could but it's form and function because ultimately it's a game of chess, isn't it? Where you can play it with fucking pebbles.
Well,
it's like with the Risk. But that's the interesting thing is some games when they brand it in, they actually change the game. Like Monopoly, I don't even know because I've never bought a Star Wars Monopoly. But is it the same Monopoly and they just change the name of the things, or is it actually functionally a different game? Same with I don't even know.
Yeah, I think it's functionally the same game, apart from they'll do the questions. When you get like the chance and community chance and what was
community chest and all that bollocks.
Oh yeah. It'd be like Star Wars themed, won't it? So it'd be like you shot down a TIE fighter,
right?
You earned 50 fucking Starbucks or whatever.
Right, but then therefore it's Starbucks, but he's from Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, but
no, I'm just about.
Yeah,
no, but that's right. But then you still get 150. So in other words, functionally, it's the same. That's the opposite of Risk, where it's meant to we got three risks that are ostensibly the same, but they're functionally different because of the lack of a bridge between East Africa and the Middle East.
Yeah, because the computer game that I played it on, you could breach that from Middle East to South Africa. So
and on Wi-Fi's board, but that's the thing. But my board doesn't, so my board trumps his board because I said so because I'm the captain. But the fact there's a discretion. Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. Star Wars chess is identical to chess, where they basically it's cosmetic the change, it's form and function. But Risk is the opposite, where it's ostensibly the same game and yet the functions change. Crazy.
That's one game that's up. That is one. Yeah, I gotta say that's one game that's always fascinated me. Chess.
Are you? Do you play?
I've barely played it, but it's a really
fascinating game. No, I agree.
It is a fascinating game.
It really is. It is almost like the perfect game, isn't it?
It pretty much is, yeah. Because literally anyone, if you can think of any game you can think of which is based around strategy. What's the first thing you think of? Chess.
Yep, absolutely.
All strategy on chess, didn't they? Because as I was saying, like Risk is a bit like chess, but when you take a piece, it like in chess, when you take a piece, fucking any piece can take. But in Risk, when you go to take a piece, you have to roll dice. So sometimes,
Yeah. Now you mention it, there's a lot to compare. I think they're different, but then there's because in chess all the pieces have different functions, where in Risk there's only one piece with one function.
Yeah.
So that's different. And then in chess you can have unoccupied areas, where in Risk all the areas have to be occupied.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost so similar. It's different, or it's so different. I don't even know anymore. Well, that's whole nature
I
of
would say
comparisons, isn't it?
it's a bit like chess, but you have to
But
roll
completely
dice.
different. Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
yeah. There's
yeah,
no bishops or rooks. Everything's worth one. There's no squares. There's territories. It's color. It's not
yeah,
black and white. It's dice instead of strategy.
yeah.
You
Because
get
the thing with the
cards,
dice,
but apart from that, they're exactly the same.
yeah, no, but like
Yeah.
the thing
But
with the
apart
dice
from
though
that, oh,
is it
and
makes
Risk
it
has
more of a
4
chance.
players and chess has 2. But apart
Yeah,
from
it's
that,
like
they're exactly the same. Oh, and
it's less
also,
strategy though, isn't they? Because in
and you
Risk,
get extra armies in Risk, which you don't in chess. But apart from that, they're exactly
yeah,
the
yeah,
same.
yeah. But in Risk, where you need your strategy, but it don't matter how good your strategy is. If them fucking dice go against you, you you just get fucked up. Where in
That's
chess,
what I like about Risk. Like yesterday, I played a brilliant game. I blame the dice.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's the good
yeah,
thing
because
about Risk. Yeah, Dalek. You can always
yeah,
fall back on the dice.
yeah. What you're saying with Risk. I mean, yeah, you've got you roll the dice to play Risk. With that you've got not just strategy, but you've also got an essence of luck. But with
yeah,
chess, it's pure strategy,
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
straight and true. It's
yeah.
yeah.
Now, I'll tell you what, Dalek, because I'm not going to assume either way, but if you haven't, this would be your homework. Anyone that's into chess, I recommend studying apparently the most famous chess game in history, and it's called the Immortal Game. And just studying that, and then really gets like, why is it such a famous game? It's like, someone just did something unexpected. And it was like, wow, that was, yeah. So I recommend studying. You can look it up. It's out there on the interwebs. The Immortal Game, apparently the best chess game ever played.
the best chess game ever played. Wow.
Yeah,
Mhm.
if such a thing is possible. But if it is, that's the one that gets the vote. It was part of a competition. It was like, I don't know, 100 years ago. Yeah, just look it up. Chess the Immortal Game, you'll get there. But once we'll tell you what, for anyone that's interested, God, that's a real top. All these years on YouTube, we're finally starting to talk about chess. I mean, that is the game of game. I mean, it's literally the game of kings, isn't it? Oh, we'll have
It
to have a game
is.
of chess.
It is. Literally. What? Literally of any game. Literally any game. What has stood out? Really stood the test of time and
Test of time.
stands above all others. It's chess.
Chess. It is,
Yes.
do you know it is? Some people do get obsessed with chess, and I can really see it.
Well,
Fuck
there's
it.
that
Should we have a
thing
game of
again,
chess at
no,
some
isn't there?
point?
There's that one with the like black little stones and white little stones that the fucking thingy is. It's in Japan or China, one of the two.
The Japan and China. They have their own versions of chess.
Because it
Yeah,
came from the original version was from Persia, wasn't it, of chess?
could be.
Even the name chess comes from Persian for king, which is Shah, isn't it? Like the Shah of
Right.
Iran, something like that.
Mm,
Oh, I'll tell you what, then, guys. At some point, fuck it, let's start a chess tournament.
well, I don't know.
Online chess.
Well, I'm a bit risked out, mate, because I did
You're
like 2 games. I know I did two. I don't know you're all right. Well, that's because you
you're
love risk, isn't it?
no, you're fucked, aren't you? You're like a slut that's been to 3 orgies.
Yeah, I know.
He's shagged
But
out. We've done it, darling. We've broken the ends. He's actually missed out.
well, well,
Wow.
The
well, I
beast
still got the
can't take it.
final. I still got the final to like show down with you on
Yeah,
your channel,
yeah.
and then I've
Which,
got like the one on Sapphire channel.
to be honest,
That,
I'd be happy to wipe both of them and start again because they were both learning curves. I'm also happy to carry. I'm not a quitter. I'm happy to finish both games, but if no one else can be fucked, I'm like, the moment's gone. They're great. I don't care who
oh
wins
yeah,
or
yeah,
loses. So I'm happy to start again, to be honest. But I'm also happy to finish both games. I'm not
yeah,
a quitter. I'll never leave a game unless everyone wants to leave it.
yeah. Yeah, well, I want to finish the game because it's one of them where win or lose, it's finished.
Yeah.
And
Well, given that we've never finished a game, it's good that we
yeah,
managed to get one without, fisticuffs breaking out for once.
yeah, oh yeah.
But I think that's the more we have, the more it will separate. And they'll go, well, the more games we have with no Moody's when certain people aren't here, maybe they're the problem.
Yeah,
And it's not just Moody's, of course. Yeah, Moody's, throwing Moody's, having hissy fits, cheating, being caught cheating, getting drunk, getting drunker, getting drunk and high at the same time, passing out, swearing, blasphemy, combination of farting, vomiting, having sex during the game.
Yeah. You
Right.
It's like
You'd think it'd be standard, you'd think it'd be a given, Dalek, but you have to set these rules out.
Well,
these people are animals.
I think one of the main principles in playing Risk is every one of us was capable of being able to play Risk, as in
knowing the rules.
Well, but just as in like knowing, like, oh yeah, fucking don't get too wrecked that you pass out. It's like
we should go without saying, Dalek, but the criteria for playing Risk is don't pass out through being blind drunk. Doesn't help the game when it's your turn.
Damn.
well, there was starting to drink at the beginning of the game, and I've told them that you're looking at about 20 hours.
Pace yourself.
You got to pace yourself. And now we're sort of like stopping it in like chunks and that sort of thing. Then you can get like a bit drunk about 2 or 3 hours at the end, because by the time you get to pass out, the streams will be stopping. Like with Spardy sort of thing, when he was tired and that, he got to that stage where we'd have either stopped, carried on, or what we did was we took him out so he didn't have to be there, sort of thing.
Pretty much.
So basically, these Risk games you have, they can last more than one live stream.
Oh yeah. The longest one was one. We didn't even finish one, but one was 12 hours and it never got finished. One was 15 hours and it never got finished.
Yeah. Wow.
They need to be that long, by the way, Dalek.
Games of Risk can last that long.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, Dalek,
60% of the time was spent pissing about, drinking, and talking bollocks, which is what we do the other 6 days of the week. And that's what gets me, Dalek. We do that the other 6 days of the week. You'd think Risk would be a nice change. The one time I don't want to hear about She-Hulk is when we're playing Risk.
Fair enough, because you want to concentrate on the game, not what other shit's going on in the world.
I had Citizen 333 in the chat going, so what do you think about the Tarantino shared universe? I'm like, fuck off, I'm trying to invade Kamchatka.
Yeah.
And then but he's good. He rolled with it. He's going like, "Yeah, Jens is paying me to distract you." I thought that's pretty witty with the Citizen.
It looks like we've finally got a new visitor into the stream. Hail Hakeem!
Yay!
Evening, everyone. Has anyone ever played Stratego? It's the closest game I played similar to Risk.
I never have. I've heard of it. Stratego and Axis and Allies I keep hearing about, but they're the two I've never played.
Yeah. I only played Risk because my friend, he bought it on computer and that, and so it was really easy to set up and that. And he used to watch the soaps. Well, it was rather have a game of Risk or watch the soaps. So anytime I was in there and the soaps was on, I'd say, because nowadays you can just watch them on the fucking thingy in it.
On the rerun.
Yeah, and so he used to bang on the Risk, and so as I say, I probably played about 200 games of Risk, but there was on computer, and about the first 10 games, I was getting my ass whoops because you had to learn tactics and that. Well,
first the rules, then the tactics.
I watched a few games. Yeah, I watched a few games of a mate playing before I even, because he said, and I was like, I don't know how to play. So I was watching them play and that. And then, like, I watched about 3 or 4 games. So, I sort of like know the basic. I was still a bit fucking thingy because with the cards, but on the computer version, you had stars instead of cards, but it was basically the same thing. You have
Stars?
yeah. Well, what it was
Giant balls of gas floating in space?
no, well,
Famous people from Hollywood?
no, it's sort of like them. So yeah, it was cards, but instead of having like countries and a little soldier or a cannon or whatever, it was just a country, but
Oh.
it'd have a star or two stars, and then something like three stars would give because you collect your cards and that, and so if you collected 10, well you wouldn't collect. Well, if it was one stars cards, then you'd have to collect 10 of
Hang
them.
on, I'm
But
just going to have to
usually,
reboot my head.
yeah, well, it was the computer version. That's why,
Dalek,
like,
can
I was a
you?
bit sort of thingy with the cards. Why I'm a
That's
bit
why I avoid the computer
Yeah.
version.
Yes, Captain.
Yeah, I avoid the computer version because I think it becomes different. But no, you
yeah,
carry
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yes,
Well,
I'm happy to admit I'm already confused.
yeah. Well, basically, what it was how many stars you had, you could cash in, and the more stars, the more troops you'd get. But it ain't like where on the Risk we play, where when you cash in your card, then it keeps growing. It won't. It was just you know. I think it was like 20 troops for or 25 troops for 10 stars cashing in.
Okay.
It's it's one of them where bit like rugby league and union, where once you get used to that sort of star instead of the cards sort of thing, the
I
game
want
is
to get
pretty
used to
much
the
the same.
difference.
Yeah, there's that slight difference, but once you got fucking your head around that, like the game is pretty much like what we play.
Okay, but that's why because a lot of
Obviously,
people.
the
But part
computer
of it
guy.
is I just like being analog because we're always on the computer. So that's why I'd rather be on YouTube instead of watching YouTube. I'd rather be broadcasting to YouTube, playing a nice analog tabletop
Mm.
game.
Oh yeah. Well, I'd say it takes a bit
Oh,
longer than that,
by the
but
way, since I started my gaming show, I've been ripped off by bloody geeks and gamers. They're doing geeks and tabletop gamers now. So I'm not even kidding. This is a thing, guys.
what
Tabletop
we're playing
gaming is
Risk.
coming back in a big way. You know, like heroin.
Yeah, well, I don't think they were playing Risk because that's too masculine for them. Yeah, I was saying, Risk, you have to be a cunt like I was to fucking Sparty and just take him out of fucking
I'm
South America. But
Quick, quick. Let me interrupt you for just a second, Jens.
yeah.
Good news. Good, hey, Captain. Good news.
yes.
Since this stream started, I've gained another sub, and now I have 132.
Yes, 8 more. Come on, people. Keep those subs
Mm.
coming. Keep the Dalek happy. Come on. Make it happen, folks. Don't make us cry.
Yeah. Keep please, everyone who's watching this, please hit that subscribe button, folks.
Yep. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your family, tell everyone. I tell you
Like,
what though, chess and Risk.
subscribe. Well,
Another. I'm gonna start. We'll have a let's soon. We will play chess. Yes.
well, yeah, I'm thinking with chess. I don't mind it, but
Hardest
thingy,
game in the world. I've
yeah.
been playing it 20 years, man and boy. Thing is, Jens, some people think moves ahead. Me, I think games ahead.
Yeah. Well, I just want to finish these two games of Risk, and then I'll be all because I wasn't expecting to do a second game.
I'm very
Yeah.
happy that we did it. We've got 2 games
Oh
off the
yeah.
ground. They're not yet finished,
Well,
but we did
well,
it with no Moody's fights, pass
no.
outs, or police action.
Well, I think we've got to that stage where fucking everyone knows that if they start fucking around, me and you are going to give them shit, like fucking, because it's like, if you want to fucking fuck around, don't fucking come on the risk stream. You play risk on the risk stream. Save all the fucking around for the fucking around streams. And as you say, Captain, you have fucking fuck around streams and that. So it's not like
the rest of the time I'm fucking around online 24/7.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how I need to break. This is the one time of the week where I don't want to fuck around talking about bollocks. I just want to. Have you noticed that I changed my personality? Because I'm not remotely interested in anything. You can talk about Blade Runner and time travel. I don't give a fuck. I'm just like Kamchatka, 2 armies, go, 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 go. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Once I'm in the zone, Jens, I'm all fucking business, mate. Oh, war business.
Hey, Captain, look who's here. Hi, Moises.
Moises! See, that's
Right,
the extra
Moises.
special treat you won't get on my channel. You get the Moises experience. Yeah, coming up, Moises. Are you free?
Yeah, he doesn't show. I don't know if he's. Yeah, he only shows up for my streams. I don't think he goes anywhere else.
Yeah, I think most because you've got that special touch, Dalek. Coming up, Moises.
You
Let's
got
get that
the
special Moises flavour. Only available on Dalek 451. Subscribe now.
Exactly. Only here on Dolly 451. Please subscribe for my good friend Moises Mungia. So you're gonna yay. So please come on, Moises, come and join us. And I don't care if your audio is always rubbish. It's always great having you.
Yeah, as long as we can do a little bit of ribbing with, it gives us the opportunity for comedy. As long as it's out of love. Advance warning: audio ribbing may occur, but it's fun ribbing.
Yeah, defo. But yeah, if your mic's real shit, just mute yourself when you're not talking.
Let's do preemptive ribbing. Hey, Moises, why don't you move your ship out of the asteroid field so you can send a clearer transmission to the Dalek Emperor?
Yes. Well. Okay. I need to do something first. Okay. All right, Moises. Well, we're gonna. Well, I'm not prepared. I'm not ready. I'm not gonna wrap things up just yet. You do what you need to do, and then you come and join us. Okay.
Yeah, powder your nose, have a grilled cheese sandwich, do whatever you need to do, Moises. Just get up here.
Yeah.
Moises. We want noises from Moises. Take a name for a show.
Noises from Moises.
There you go. Come on, that was a night. You can have that one for free, Moises.
Thanks.
Could be a guest spot on your show, Dalek. And now, noises from Moises. Hey, Moises. Today's noise from Moise. You could get Moises. Moises, can you do like random noises from movies? For example, in Jackie Brown, the Samuel L. Jackson character, he's got a car, and you've got to press the button so you can let yourself into the car. And he tells the Robert De Niro character, you've got to press the button, and he goes. So Moises, can you do that noise from Jackie Brown? Here on Dalek 451. Subscribe now. It's from Moises. Next week, Pen from Jens. This week, 4 point. Fucking.
These are great. These are great ideas for my channel. Thanks.
And next week, training on a potty with Scotty.
Oh no.
The week after that, a guide to private masturbation with Sci-Fi Nation.
Oh God, no! Oh God!
How to make a cheese sandwich using just a grill with anti-derivative gel.
Oh, that would be a fun one.
Come on, that was a nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of gel, I wonder if she's.
I wish Jill was here. She always elevates the class.
I wish she was here. I
know.
If she's probably too busy to come and join us, but I hope she's at least either listening now or at least rewatches
on the
this
rerun
later.
Well, Jill's so polite that I don't always send her an invite because she's so polite that she responds if she can't make it, and then I feel bad that I'm over inviting her. But then if I don't invite her, then yeah.
Yeah, she's
Welcome
such
to
a
Invitation Psychology.
that's the thing with Jill. She's such a sweet, lovely person. I don't want to bother her unless unnecessarily.
Yep, exactly. But then also, she's such a great communicator that if you want to invite someone else, chances are Jill's already on the case.
Yeah.
I reckon, though, Scotty on the potty, I think that's a winner. Potty mouth? I don't know.
Oh, God. Welcome
Better
to
than Scotty gets snotty.
Scotty gets welcome to the oh man, welcome welcome to the welcome to the potty show on Starling 451.
How about How to Read a Clock with Captain Time Lord Spock?
Yes. How to Read a Clock with Captain Time Lord Spock. That's very good.
So, Mr. Time Lord, what can you do? Well, I can tell time. Oh, we got ourselves a clock reader.
Oh boy. Yeah, but this has been a good this has been a good show so far.
Yeah, well, we've got good plans for the future. Just you give me the name of a guest, and I'll come up with an amazing show for them to do.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, Wookie. Oh yeah,
Ashley Lynn Gaia Storm takes us on a guide through hardcore carpentry manuals.
Oh yeah, Ashley Lynn. Yeah, because I remember tuned in for her that.
How about a gambling special? Carol's Cookies on a trip to the bookies. Oh, no, she's not Carol's Cookies anymore.
She's not Carol's Cookies anymore.
All right then, a deconstruction of the comedy of Will Ferrell, starring Just Carol.
We've made Hakeem laugh.
There you go. How to Keep Your Mind Clean, featuring Hakeem.
That's a good one.
Come on, that was a nice one. I've got a collection of dispensers of Pez, guest starring Black Philip Alvarez.
Well,
I think that one was just a tad of a stretch.
It was a stretch, but it still rhymes. Come on, J.J. Abrams is taking you around the galaxy with more contrivance than that. Well, let's see. If Black Philip Alvarez does actually have at least one dispenser of Pez, then it's a legit show. If not, I will retract that statement.
Well, he definitely owns one in his lifetime, because everyone has.
Well, then you better come up with, darling. Then what are we going to do for Wi-Fi Nation for a guide to Elevation?
Well, you must have been. The guard self-masturbation.
Elevation, come on, get your minds out of the gutter, you people.
What about Citizen 333?
How to make honey with just one bee.
Yeah, we're Citizen 333.
How to make a...
I really want to hear noises from Moises now. Moises better come in starting to make noises, otherwise I want my money back. I wonder if Moises has seen Pulp Fiction, because I really want to hear Moises do that car alarm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he has. I should have.
Moises, your homework is to watch Jackie Brown tonight and get down with that impersonation of the car. And with Samuel L. Jackson's character's impersonation of the car. You've got to do an impersonation of the impersonation of the car, and then the impersonation of the car itself. On this week's Noises with Moises.
Noises with Moises. Love it.
Next week, how to make a currant bun with Dalek 451.
A currant bun.
How to set your plunger for stun with Dalek 451.
Ah, man. It's-
Hey, here's a Dalek then. What do you think to the new Doctor? Have you seen it?
the
You
new,
had to go there, Jens.
Well,
Don't mention the
he likes
Doctor.
his Doctor Who anyway, so I'll talk about Doctor Who. Even though,
oh, it's just,
what are you thinking, Dalek?
what the late what the
Latest
the
incarnation of the Doctor.
the latest so-called Doctor.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as Dalek said the other day, Jodie is technically still the latest current Doctor. I know there's a new one announced.
Technically,
We still got more Jodie to go.
Yes, technically at the moment, Jodie is still the current Doctor, but her next story will be her last, and then she's gone for good.
Yeah.
How like a Time Lord. The next one will be the last one.
Yeah. Well, she's definitely like filmed the transformation scene, even though it's just where she lays down in it and like smiles at the camera whilst they do a big bright light. But
Oh, the regeneration game.
yeah, the regeneration game.
Yeah, the regeneration. So they've already.
That's what they should call it. Now let's see what you could have wanted to do.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot it was called. I was. Well, it always happens, doesn't it? They're always laid down, smiling at the camera, big bright light.
Yeah.
In a regeneration.
Well, they're not always. They're not always smiling.
Oh, when are they not smiling?
Oh. Yeah, this is the
Peter Capaldi was crying because he needed to get replaced by Whittaker.
I mean, when Hartnell regenerated, he was unconscious. So
all right. I was probably thinking of that thingy one. Oh, the one with in the 80s with the blonde curly hair. Who did
Davison?
Peter Davison.
Yeah, I think it is.
Wait, Curly. That would have been Colin Baker.
Or Colin Baker, the other Baker.
No, not Colin Baker.
Colin Baker.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
there were two doctors with blonde hair: Peter Davison and Colin Baker. Was it Peter Davison?
There were two Bakers, but neither of them actually baked.
Yeah.
Although one of them did get baked.
I mean, Davison didn't have curly hair. He had quite fair hair.
Anyway, I was just saying
very unfair hair.
That the regeneration scenes are usually smiling, but he did it. He smiled at the camera because I was thinking at the time, why is he smiling? He's getting regenerated.
Yeah, he wasn't even sure. I mean, the way it was done, he wasn't even sure he was going to regenerate. He thought he says, I might. His very last line is, he says, I might regenerate, and then he said, but it feels different this time. So I think in that moment he wasn't sure what he was going to generate or not. He was actually thinking, oh, this might be it for me. I might actually die here.
Oh yeah, because when the plot line of like the Doctor only had so many regenerations, didn't he?
12.
Yeah. 10. Yeah. A Time Lord. That was always the law for the longest time, that a Time Lord had 13 lives, meaning they could regenerate 12 times. Yeah.
Right. See, in between Colin and Tom, they could have called it Baker's Dozen.
Yeah.
12 regenerations, 13 doctors, 2 Bakers. Think about it. It's Baker's Dozen.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I
don't want to think about it too much.
In fact, that would even tie into the time travel back to Pudding Lane, because the origin of Baker's Dozen is the king would find a baker that would undercook all the, if he didn't have enough pies, so they stuck a 13th one because they didn't want to get fined by the king. Hence, Baker's Dozen being 13.
Yeah.
Pudding Lane.
Yeah, with Jelly
Doctor,
Baby.
you've left your Zippo lighter underneath that thatched cottage in Pudding Lane. Oh well, I guess it's a closed loop then. Bye everyone. Isn't it? That episode of Doctor Who, that's my comparison to 12 Monkeys. Now we're on can't go this close. Talk about time travel and Doctor Who, Dalek. That's the one time travel episode from Doctor Who that counts. It's closed loop, isn't it? The Fire of London always happened.
Oh yeah, that's right. Peter Davison
he fucking started the Fire of London, the muppet.
He started the Fire of London, the Great Fire of London. Yeah,
put that in your history books. It was Doctor Who all along.
Yeah,
that's good. That was probably the first story I ever saw that was closed loop. I obviously wasn't conscious of it at the time. I wasn't thinking it through that deeply. But your Dalek, thanks to another great realization. Thank you, Dalek. That was probably, I can't be 100% sure. I might have read something. I did read, but definitely the first visual story with a closed loop, which is different from the multiple timelines. Because we've always had the Fire of London. We just never know. We didn't know it was caused by freaking Peter Davison as Doctor Who. It was him all along.
I don't think, and the funny thing is, he never realized it himself. He just because
he doesn't know. That's a good point. We know, but he doesn't.
He doesn't. Yeah, the Doctor doesn't know he started the Great Fire of London.
Doctor, the light. Oh, never mind. Anyway, let's go into the TARDIS, Perry, or whoever it was.
If it was Davidson, then I think it was. Was Perry with him? No, Perry wasn't with him then.
Wasn't Perry with Davidson? Who was Perry with? Baker.
Well, Davidson. Sorry.
Didn't Perry go from Davidson to Baker, Colin?
She did, yes.
Right. Yeah, because she's one of those. Because sometimes you get the overlap, don't you? Different doctor.
You sometimes had companions which stayed with the Doctor after for a while after they regenerated.
Didn't Baker start throttling Perry the moment he saw her?
She, at one point.
Yeah, while we're there, that's not related to time travel. Why did the new Doctor start? Was that autoerotic asphyxiation? Was it attempted murder?
That's nothing to do with. Yeah, there's nothing to do with time travel there. It's just like, Colin Baker, shortly after regenerating, he did physically attack Perry. He tried to strangle her.
He did. He was choking her. Yeah. Why was that? Was that a sex game?
I think the rating where Thingy Baker's character was suffering from PTSD from the regeneration.
Yeah,
and that's why
he was.
And I think that's why he started eating jelly babies to calm him down.
He was suffering. Yeah, he was. He literally That's what happens to a Time Lord. He'd literally just regenerated, and it takes a while for them to fully adjust to their new body and new personality and new mindset and whatever else. And well,
you don't dancing around nowadays, acting real strange, gaining at the camera, strangling women.
Yeah, because I got to admit, with Matt Smith, you couldn't really tell how, if there was any difference to what he was like after he regenerated, how he was once the process was complete. There was barely any difference.
Well, I saw this Doctor Who figure of Matt Smith, because in Matt Smith, the one that's just appeared in
Game of Rings or whatever it is.
Oh no, about Ortius or whatever it was.
He's in the new Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings bollocks, whatever needs the House of the Targaryen bollocks.
Right. I think it's Matt Smith.
But anyway, if you're talking about that, if you're talking about that new Game of Thrones thing, whatever that is. Then I have heard that Matt Smith is in that. Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
Actually, I've
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
one review that says that series is actually quite good. So keep an open mind, folks. Apparently, it's not shit.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. There's this one guy I've watched who reviews this kind of, who does this kind of stuff, like, you know, reviewing new stuff from pop culture and all that. And I was actually surprised to hear him say that the first episode of this new Game of Thrones series was actually good.
Maybe we saw the same video, because he was. I think he was even expressing his own surprise, but it shows he was keeping an open mind, so it was good.
Yeah. By the way, Matt Smith, the Doctor Who figure I saw, he had two changeable heads, but they both look the same.
What?
It was like, you know, when you get like figures, but they have like a detachable head, so they have different expressions. So you can, and sometimes they have detachable hands, so they have different sort of like hand expressions. Well, this Doctor Who figure, it had two heads, but both the heads looked exactly the same.
Then why did it? What? Then why did it have
Well,
two heads? What's the?
Well, yeah, I was thinking, is it that sort of like, are they taking the piss out of his fucking acting that he's only got one expression? But you have a Google it, if you don't believe me, have a Google of like fucking Matt Smith's Doctor Who figures, and you'll see one with two heads, and they look exactly the same. Unless it was some kind of fucking manufactured fucking mistake where they stuck two of the same heads in. But usually they'll stick two in, because they'll have different expressions. But this one, the expressions were both the same.
Yeah,
I should have took a fucking, yeah, but I say just Google a fucking Matt Smith Doctor Who figurine. It was like about 12 inches and all. It was a big one.
All right. So I'll take a quick look. Let's see. Let's see. Matt Smith.
Because he was looking a bit like more like Harry Potter. Well, not more like Harry Potter, but he had a bit more look of the Harry Potter, as in like fucking.
Doctor Who looks like Harry Potter. I'm very confused.
Funnily enough, David Tennant was in Harry Potter.
Oh, so there is a. Oh, what was he? Which part? Peter. Guess he wouldn't be.
Yeah, he played. He was in Goblet of Fire. He played Barty Crouch Jr.
Oh, there you go. On that note, AFK.
And look. Oh, and guess who's here? Hi, Moses.
Hello.
Hey. You know, can't hear you. He's not making much of a noise, is he?
And Spock, you just got the Moist experience.
I can hear you now. But I don't think Couch Fox replying to that.
All right, let's see here. So how you doing, Moses?
Doing good. Also, I've been hearing that you've been talking about Doctor Who.
Yeah, just talking about Doctor Who, yeah.
Yep. And remember how you said that, and remember how you mentioned that when you said that after Jodie Whittaker's storyline, she's gone forever, right?
Yeah. Chibnall made it. Apparently, Chibnall had an interview and he made it absolutely clear once he's done with Doctor Who, he's never coming back. And I doubt Jodie is either. Yep,
Jodie will be gone forever. And in her place is actually a black gay guy.
Yep.
Yeah, you're digging it.
guess we're not out of the woods yet.
Yeah,
Nope,
you're digging it.
not by a long shot.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? Are you digging it? Are you liking the new Doctor Who? Where it's going?
I'm
Not you,
disgusted.
Dalek. I know, not you. Your mate. Whatever his name is.
Sorry. No, you're talking to Moises. Sorry.
Yeah, Moises.
Ignore me.
What do you think?
Moises.
Are you liking the new? Are you liking the new Doctor or what?
I just don't even care.
Right. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. It's gone. Yeah, it's
tell
gone
you
too
what, though,
far.
guys. Maybe it's a good time to rediscover the classics. This isn't exactly the spookiest thing that ever happened, but I was just randomly. Well, I go to the car for a cigarette, if you must know. Tobacco addiction is a terrible thing. Anyway, and I just randomly on the way out found a pile of DVDs. I thought, oh, I wonder where these got to. And look, from out of nowhere, I didn't even know that part. What was that pile of DVDs doing there? But look, it's like a sign: Destiny of the Daleks, Baker. Check out the old. Don't like the new
wow.
Who. If you do like the new Who, get au fait with the old Who, and especially on physical media. So that just happened. It's like I don't even know why that pile was there. I found 300 as well. But yeah, Destiny. There you go, Dalek. Dalek for the Daleks. Dalek says,
Oh,
subscribe to Dalek. Watch the Dalek.
I'm glad to see you've got that, Captain. Even despite the fact that Destiny of the Daleks is arguably one of the worst Dalek stories ever made.
Maybe that's the point. That from the Tom Baker era, their worst episode is better than the best of the Chibballs era. Show us what you got.
Look. I'm just saying. Tom Baker, he went from his first Dalek story was the greatest Doctor Who is obviously Genesis of the Daleks. That's the greatest Doctor Who story of all time. Period.
That's the one with Phil Collins.
Not just greatest Dalek story, greatest Doctor Who story of all time. He went from that to the badly acted, cheesy written, and cheaply made Destiny, which was
bit of a letdown then.
Yeah,
I already picked the right one to get on DVD then, didn't I, Dalek? I'm glad I've been warned.
I mean, no. I mean, I'm saying it's good. It's good that you have it, but
I could have picked a better episode.
You could have picked a way better story than Destiny. Yeah.
Okay, noted.
And looking at the chat. Hail to Pop Culture Curator. Great to see you.
Pop Culture, yay!
So, guys, I have heard that. So I did hear that Saints Row, well, the rebooted Saints Row is going to come out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and looking from what I actually saw, it seemed to be the worst.
Well, is because they're doing a new fucking Grand Theft Auto 6, aren't they? Where they're doing it in Vice City, and there's going to be a female character in it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I have heard.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, go shopping, do your nails.
Yeah.
And although they did say that they have pulled off the first woman in GTA, while in history that both GTA 1 and GTA London have female protagonists there.
Yeah. Although they was real shit though, weren't they? You couldn't even tell because that bird's eye view where they were just the heads. Maybe.
This pixel is female.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good point.
All right. Okay, Jens. I've looked through like quite a few pics of Matt Smith figurines, and I'm not seeing any which have two heads.
Well, put Matt Smith figurines 2 heads.
Oh, and also,
When you put it like that, it
oh,
seems
when I-
obvious.
so when I looked into the reboot of Saints Row, it seems really bad. Not to mention that.
I don't even know what Saints Row is.
It's
Well,
Grand Theft Auto
There's
version
like a
of.
theological Tetris.
Yeah, it's one. You seen
well,
that famous meme where it's like, ah, shit, here I go again, or here we go again.
It's here we go again. Oh
Yeah,
shit, here we
well.
go again.
well,
No,
that's what Saint
there's,
Row.
oh
Oh, the
shit!
emphasis is
Here we go
different. Oh
again.
shit! Here
I
we go
love that.
again.
Oh shit, here we go again.
It
Yeah,
has become a meme on everything.
yeah, yeah,
I love that.
yeah. That's Saint
Yeah.
Row. Yeah. Apparently, like your mate's saying, like they're redoing it up, so you know where they're like fucking spicing up the fucking graphics probably and that shit. You know, making it look a bit better and that. But you're saying,
Oh wow.
Oh, and by the way, after hearing that the Saints Row reboot is getting bad, I'm just gonna call it Soy's Row.
Oh,
Well, reason why is because that the protagonists for the Saints Row reboot are actually a bunch of college students that try to pay off their debt and also try to study capitalism. For student debt, that is.
oh fucking hell, proper street cred.
Yeah, the Saints Row reboot or Soy's Row reboot has been is actually pandering to idiotic SJWs on college.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, and I actually hope that on next Tuesday that Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobe is going to mop the floor with the Soy's Row game. Well, mop the floor on them.
Right. What game is that about then?
But that would
Game that
happen
you
next Tuesday. Soy's Row is going to come out tomorrow, but Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobe is going to come out on next Tuesday, and I'm sure that that game would steal the spotlight from Soy's Row.
so you're really selling that Soy's Row, aren't you?
Soy's
Well,
Row.
well,
You
he's pissed off with it, though. You can tell he's disappointed.
What is this? You've met. You're talking to the right person who because good.
I'm surprised Rod-
Because Jens here knows a thing or two about soy, don't you, Jens?
yeah, yeah,
It's
not
a
good
match
for
made
you.
in heaven, folks.
Yeah, and as like probably everyone in the world, they have been exposed to it, but I'm trying to be less. The more less exposed I am to it, the better. Even though I used to like have like loads of soy shit, probably, you know, in chocolate bars and fucking other sort of stuff like bread and all that shit. So, but now I look and I make sure I don't have any soy.
Look at this shit row, the soy edition.
Wow.
That's another name, but I'm gonna still call it Soy's Row.
Yeah, you do that, Moises.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Moises,
but
what's that other game about then that you're wanting to beat Soy Row?
well, I'm not going to just beat the game. I'm just going to not purchase it.
No, I said the
That's how you
game.
beat it.
No, the game that you want it to be beaten by. What game was that? Something about
Space
fucking,
Invaders.
Yeah, Pac-Man.
Well, I don't know the answer to that, but anyways,
Right.
by next Saturday, I'm actually going to get Destroy All Humans 2.
Yeah, that's it. Story of All Humans 2. What's it about? Apart from
Well,
obviously about the story of All Humans, Part 2.
Story of a bunch of
well,
humans.
the Reprobe edition. Well, I'm not even sure if. Well, actually, the original Destroy All Humans 2 isn't available, but I hope they would actually release it.
Right.
However, I did actually got my hands on the Destroy All Humans remaster, and I already did beat it.
Right. Is it a shoot 'em up then? Sounds like a shoot 'em up.
Yeah, although the final boss is real hard, and let's just say that the final boss is a bitch to kill.
Yeah.
That's always the way, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a bit of a disappointment if the boss is really easy to kill. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
That's the
Well,
whole. I mean, that is supposed to be the whole point of
Yeah.
a
But then if
boss
they're too
battle.
hard to kill, then you get real frustrated and start throwing. In my day, it was the joystick around at the wall. Nowadays, it's the pad, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually
Even though I
I
have thrown
died
the pad
about
too.
I've actually died about 3 times to the final boss, and fourth try I finally beat it.
Yeah. Good on you.
So wait,
Yeah.
hey, what? Hang on, Moises. What game? What game is this in?
Destroy all
Well,
humans.
it's in Destroy All Humans, though
Destroy All
a
Humans.
remastered version.
Yeah, all right, yeah, number one. I tell you what is a great game. Fucking like Double Dragon. That used to be one of my favourite games. Don't know if I know Captain will know Double Dragon. Don't know
Well,
if you.
Double Dragon. Never heard of it.
However, next Sunday, I am going to get the Destroy All Humans 2 Repro, which is also a remaster to the second game.
Alright.
Yeah. If anybody actually remembers that game really well, they're just going to buy that game instead of the Soys Row game. Yeah, I cannot wait for those idiots on Kotaku or Reset Era to whine and complain about how Destroy All Humans 2 destroyed Saints Row, their precious game.
Oh shit! Here we go
Yeah.
again.
I
Getting
cannot wait to hear that. Yeah. So anyways, I did hear
Would
that
I get? And speaking of that, would I get flagged if I played that if I played that on here now? That
Try it and find out.
Here we go again. Would I get flagged for that?
No, I don't think you would because it's a meme, innit? It's only a little clip.
Well, I've actually.
It might get copyrighted depending on if. I think it might get copyrighted if you're playing someone else's, but only if it's like in full screen. I think if you play it with us like in the shop, you won't get copyrighted. But I think if you play it like in full screen, then you might get copyrighted.
I think it's I actually do. I don't know if it's still there, but I do have something in my favorites or my liked videos list, which is literally just literally 3 seconds. It's just that line. Oh shit, here we go again. It's literally just that.
Yeah. It should be all right. It should be all right, man. You definitely not. It definitely won't fucking get your channel struck or took down. I know that.
Yeah.
Be all right.
Well, I hope not, because I've had enough trouble with that.
No, it's a meme. You see, when your channel gets sort of like fucking struck or whatever, that's if you're doing something illegal, sort of thing, and YouTube there's some things that they class as illegal, like free speech. But anyway,
Yeah.
there's like copyright stuff. If you start playing the Beatles songs, then yeah, they'll fucking come down hard on you because it's like copyrighted and that. But it's a meme. No one copyrights memes because the meme.
Yeah, well, I think, well, like I said, I think it is literally just the,
Yeah,
meme, nothing else.
yeah, and I think you're allowed to play about 5 seconds of a clip, but any more, that's
Shit.
enough.
Here we go again.
Well, I guess,
Yeah,
well, I don't think, well, again, I don't think it's even that. It's not even 5 seconds.
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
she
yeah.
said.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And I like with music clips. If you like play a 5-second music clip, I think you're all right. But if you play like a 6-7 second music clip, then they can be like, "Oh no, that was a bit too much. You played a bit too much."
Right.
The setting, and the thing is, it all depends on fucking. Because as I say, it being a meme, there's no one claiming any laws out. But like with Led Zeppelin songs, Led Zeppelin have got like fucking like a program that like scanned fucking YouTube or any other fucking platform, and if it airs any Led Zeppelin songs, it fucking brings it up, and so the fucking thingy. But with memes and that, no one's out there scanning from.
Right.
So I did hear. So I did hear the news that the actor who played She-Hulk is getting a lot of flack on Twitter.
Well,
Yeah,
it serves her right because you know what these Hollywood actors are like. They cannot keep their mouths shut.
yeah, because
They can't.
yeah, well, yeah, but has she been like doing a Brie Larson where she's telling people to shut up about fucking how bad their fucking show is, and then if it's fair game if she's doing that, but I think people are like slagging off the show mainly
Well,
than
yeah. Of course, they're slagging off the show.
yeah. Oh, I said a bit shit. Oh, well, I said a bit
They're
women.
not I mean, I don't think they're Yeah, they're slagging off the show. They don't necessarily. That's not necessarily slagging off the person who played the character.
No, but sometimes though, these actresses or actors, when their show's being slagged off, they get told, go up, fucking send out a tweet or a post saying you fucking you don't like this shit that they've been saying. So sometimes that happens, but
Yeah.
the writers got a bit of shit, didn't they? Because they were saying, "Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
we couldn't even write any like courtroom shit in Shield." Courtroom.
Oh, sorry.
Have you been watching the She-Hulk, Jens?
I've gained
No,
I've gained another sub.
Yes!
Wow.
Yes, Dalek!
Must have been
Hooray!
flagging off Shield. Yeah,
That's
there was
what
like,
we're here for, folks. Keep them coming, folks.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
yeah. Let's flag off some more Shield because, yeah, Captain, have you seen any of the episodes yet?
No, I'm waiting for Scotty to guide me through it.
I think. You know what? I think for right now.
I haven't got Disney Plus. What do you want? I have to wait.
I think for okay, again.
Well, looking for you. Sorry, darling. What do you say?
I think for tonight, 150 is a bit much. Maybe just 140 is enough.
It's pretty good. That's not bad, Dalek.
So seven more subs, folks, please. Okay, so all right, so you were saying?
Yeah, I was saying, Captain's lucky that fucking he hasn't got fucking Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
So not so much.
That's not luck. That's skill. It takes a lot of skill to not have Disney Plus. You have to resist a lot of marketing bullshit. In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Yeah. Well, it's okay, dude.
I actually do have Disney Plus.
Oh well,
That's a
Moon
free
Knight. Good.
choice.
Did you have you seen Moon Knight yet?
You're not alone on this one, Dal.
Look, look. I mean,
Dal. Dal.
that's what he calls me, and that's what I've told certain. That's what I sometimes tell people. You don't have to call me Dal. They call Dalek 451. You can call me Dal if you like.
Dal. That's not enough syllables. I mean, if you're a Sibe man, why do I call you Sibe? All right, Sibe.
But
I think Dalek or Mr. 451.
Yeah. Have you seen
Although
Moon
I
Knight,
do
though?
have Disney Plus, but I don't even use it.
That's even
It-
worse. You're giving them money for nothing. Money
Yeah.
for nothing and your
What
chicks for
Moon
free.
Knight?
I want my,
Sometimes
I
do-
want my soy She-Hulk.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch certain. I mean, I do watch some things on Disney Plus, but not that much. I mean,
Did you watch Moon Knight?
no,
Although
Oh, it's good,
although I did
darling.
no.
although I
Did you
did
watch?
watch
I don't care about the Marvel stuff.
me too.
So,
Although I
no,
did
I
although
mean,
you
I
watch
did
Moon Knight?
watch
No.
I mean, here's one thing. I need because I don't live in the United States. I needed Disney Plus to watch the Orville.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So
although
what's
I
Moon Knight?
although I don't even watch Orville because I don't care for Star Trek.
I don't watch the Orville because of the fucking time travel. Think, McFarlane, think. You just lost a son.
Hello, anybody home? Think, McFarlane, think.
Yeah, but anyways, I did watch Star Wars: The Clone Wars, but I didn't watch it on Disney Plus because, well, I did not want to support Disney because fuck them.
Fair enough.
I did watch it on this other online stream called Watch Cartoons Online.
Uh-oh.
WOC.
WCO. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
I freaking love that site.
Yeah, I actually watched some other cartoons without having to watch it through Disney Plus.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Oh my god, there is so much good stuff on WCO, and not just tons of great old cartoons, and plenty of anime as well.
No. They'll have like anime films or anime or like
Uh-oh. Trouble's here.
What?
Hello, Stephen.
Steve, I'm all right. How's the
Yeah,
microphone?
Steven.
Still plugged into your butt. Stephen Amore doing a posting of the original Withnail, the original eye that inspired the eye in Withnail and I. Good work, Stephen.
And Hakeem said, so far I've only had Netflix when they gave a free trial. Fair enough, Hakeem.
Speaking of Netflix, I actually don't know actually did have access to it anymore.
Yeah.
Although I was supposed to watch Stargate SG-1 on Netflix, but it seems I don't have access to it anymore.
You're a bastard that then.
Yeah, it's for the best since Netflix has been a dying horse.
Yeah. They have been making one or two alright fucking things, but they've been making some fucking dire straits.
Especially not mentioned when it comes to charging their customers, putting ads on new shows, especially not to mention cracking down on people who do password sharing.
Yeah. Yeah, all of that.
Yeah. And I did hear that some YouTuber did make a pitching video on the Skyrim TV series, and although he did thought that Netflix was going to do the series, I actually think it's a bad idea because knowing from Netflix and also from their history doing other bad shows and also Resident Evil.
Oh
I
God.
I actually doubt Netflix would actually make a good Skyrim series.
No.
I
Yeah,
highly
you're right.
doubt it. I mean,
There'd be lots of women.
look what they did with Cowboy Bebop. Oh my God, that was an
Yeah,
absolute abomination.
Well,
yeah, and
they tried to do fucking a show about a cartoon that fucking didn't really need to be remade because everyone fucking knew about it. Yeah.
No, it didn't. It didn't need to be remade. The original Cowboy Bebop is perfect.
Yeah. Money grab on it, that bastard.
yeah, and I know I couldn't have access to Cowboy Bebop, even though that I just barely watched the show.
Well, I thoroughly recommend you do watch all of it, the original Cowboy.
Yeah,
because it is. It is superb.
Yeah, after all, I did have watch cartoons online, which I could watch it whenever I want to.
You could easily watch it there. Yes.
Yeah.
But also, when that YouTuber did said that Netflix could pull.
I'll say this much: thank God for that site, because fuck Crunchyroll,
fuck Netflix, and fuck Disney Plus,
and fuck Warner Brothers too. We're not moving fast enough on Amber Heard and Ezra Miller while leaving out Johnny Depp twisting in the wind.
Right. Yeah. And fuck Kevin Smith for making fucking He-Man a fucking non-character in his fucking own show. You
soy man.
You soy-head.
And we all know that Kevin Smith always lies.
Yeah. Is that you say lies or cries? Well, both, innit?
He always lies and he always cries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Again, I probably show my ignorance in pop culture a lot, but I never heard of this guy until the whole thing with that stupid He-Man show.
Mm. Well, Tila show, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And they fucked up the whole thing in like literally the first 20 minutes of the first episode.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Although I did not watch the original He-Man,
and we had what was her name? Tila being an absolute bitch towards He-Man's parents, even though he literally just died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially not to mention that in the original show, Tila was a good character, but it seemed Kevin Smith fucked her up.
Yeah, well, in the original show, Tila was like quite feminine in that. So she was a badass, but she wasn't as badass as the dudes because she was like more of a sort of like female sort of character. But Kevin Smith, he was like, right, we make Tila into fucking He-Man. Because he biffed her out like she's fucking does weights. And in the original fucking series, she was like had a bit of muscle because she could do a bit of fighting and that. But she wasn't fucking ripped because she was more feminine and that. Because like
which makes sense.
Yeah, because in the show, she used to have a blaster on her like fucking wrist that she used to use, like freeze blaster, ray blaster, and that.
Right.
Yeah. And then like, I think she had a staff and all now and again. But
although I didn't watch the original show, but I could on watch cartoons online.
Yeah, well, I did. It's got like the full 2 seasons because they did two, and there's about 30 episodes in each season, so there's 60 odd episodes.
And we've just hit an hour 30 with this stream.
Nice.
And we've just so yeah.
The Skeletor's great in He-Man because he's a bit of a comical character when it's like the stuff he says and that shit.
Yeah, he's
So
what.
he
Yeah,
gets-
yeah. He's what I've seen of him. He's easily one of the most. Skeletor is easily one of the most ridiculous villains in fantasy you can imagine.
And also one of the best ones and the most memorable. Although the reason
Did he get? Because he's not actually a skeleton. He's from a planet full of people that have got normal bodies, but they got their heads look like skulls or some bollocks.
Well, yeah, that's what they did. But that's what they did in the original, in the Kevin Smith remake. But in the original, Skeletor has got a face, but he's like a blue dude, you know, because like his skin's like
nail bag.
a bluey purple. And what happened was, he tried to like assassinate King Randolph by like squirting some acid in his face. But Man at Arms blocked it with a shield and it squirted back into Skeletor's face, sort of like removing his face to show his skeleton, sort of like skull.
Damn. So the reason why Skeletor has a skull is because acid was all over his face.
Because it was he had his whole face literally melted off with acid.
Yeah, because they do that in the sort of like He-Man series. It ain't too bad. In 2010, I think it was, there was another He-Man series where the sort of spruced it up, where they made Prince Adam look more of a boy and He-Man more of, well, He-Man.
There was a newer a redone He-Man series back, but it was from the early 2000s. I think it was like 2002 or something.
Right, all right then. Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about because there's a bit in that where it shows the scene where Skeletor tries to like fucking throw acid in, I think it's King Randolph's face or something. He tries to throw acid in someone's face because Man at Arms blocks it and it squares it, and the reflect because he blocks it with a shield, I think, and so it reflects back off the shield into Skeletor's face.
Holy cow! I just thought of He-Man as this, this over the top campy, bright fleshy bit. This ridiculously 80s little show. I didn't realize
I reckon Prince Adam's campy. He-Man's masculine. Prince Adam's are campy. I can see where you're going with Prince Adam.
All right, okay. Adam is campy, yeah.
But that is sort of like what you do to fucking protect your secret identity. You make yourself totally the opposite of what you're fucking, and so like no one's going to expect him, even though he looks exactly the same as He-Man. But so does because He-Man is in the DC universe because he had a fight with Superman.
No way. He-Man fought against Superman. Wow.
Yeah. Because I think it was one of them like crossovers or whatever. You know where like fucking DC was buying up. They did like Ghost. Well, I don't know if DC did Ghostbusters, but someone did Ghostbusters, and then
Oh no. DC didn't do Ghost.
no. But I'm just saying, no. There's companies that would just or there's comic companies that would just fucking make a comic of a RP that was quite popular. And so, seeing He-Man was quite popular, the sort of like did a major where he sort of fought against Superman.
Wow.
Google it. He-Man versus Superman.
I had
comic.
I had no idea about this.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of things that pop culture never told us.
Well, I didn't really know much about it, but it was one of them where I was watching like we do on YouTube, you know, like lots of things like things you didn't know about Superman, or things you didn't know about He-Man, or things you didn't know about Batman, or like, oh yes, He-Man's in the DC universe. Obviously,
wow. So is Scooby Doo.
Hey,
Because how many times has Scooby Doo met Batman?
72.
Yeah. Well, Scooby Doo is sort of like in love because he's in like the Kiss universe, and like fucking the rest of the
That's
WWE.
right. Yeah, there was a movie where Scooby met Kiss. Yeah.
That's it. And then there was a WWF one.
I think there was a few of those.
Yeah. It was sort of like Scooby Doo has crossed into quite a few universes.
Oh my god, yeah. Scooby Doo has met tons of famous characters or famous people. I mean, just recently, the one of the newest Scooby Doo shows was called Scooby Doo and Guess Who, and there was a guest star in it every week.
Right.
And it's a really
like Beaven Justin Bieberlake, should I say? Beaven just away. Yeah. But yeah, that means like that. But yeah, fucking Scooby Doo do all that shit.
And also, and one of those episodes. Yeah, I've watched several of the episodes of this show, and some of the people he met was I think he did meet Batman in one of the episodes, and a few episodes, and I think a few episodes before that he met Wonder Woman.
Yeah. DC Universe. Could be He-Man because they're in the same universe, sort of thing. But no, Kevin ruined it. It won't be.
So, anyways, guys, so in about 2 days ago, I did hear that House of the Dragon has been released.
Wait there. So you went in about 2 days ago. You mean about 2 days ago? You have to say in about because that means anyway. Sorry to interrupt you, but
all right. So in about 2 days ago, House of the Dragon has been released on HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
And looking from the reviews, some say that some say it's okay. Some say it's bad.
Yeah. There's actually, there's definitely a couple. There's definitely a couple of people that I was fully expecting them to say, "Oh my god, this is absolute crap." Actually saying, "Wait a minute, this is actually not bad."
Yeah, well, some of them you can't trust, and I hadn't seen it, but I was never into fucking Game of Thrones, so
I don't care either. I don't care either way because I'm not a Game of Thrones fan.
Yeah, and also I never catch up with the Game of Thrones train.
No.
I
There's a
mean,
train. Oh, you mean George R. Martin's train set? His train set
Yeah,
Well,
I never got onto his.
did you know about his train set of strippers, Moises? Because that's why he's 10 years he's produced nothing. Because he's got a train set full of strippers and cocaine. He ain't doing no writing.
Wow, he might be. He is a degenerate for riding on that train.
I mean, do the math.
Oh,
He's got an infinite amount of money, a giant train set, hot and cold strippers and hookers, and he's produced nothing in 10 years. Do the math, Moises.
yeah.
Partying. He's about one strip show short of a heart attack. That's why there ain't ever going to be. I mean, a scream of spring, whatever the fuck it's called. There's no winds of winter. It's been 10 years. Wake up, people. It's not going to happen. He's probably already dead. They're covering it up.
They're doing a weekend at Bernie.
Weekend at George's, exactly. Come on, propping up.
Yeah,
Let's get some more money, you fuckers.
Doomcock is definitely in the opinion that what was that book called? He was supposed to write
Which one? Winds of Winter or Shite of Spring? Both of them.
something winter.
Winter is coming.
Yeah, winter's not coming. What's Doomcock? It's never coming out.
Yeah. Doomcock is definitely in the opinion that book is never going to happen.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, well, after 10-year wait, I mean, it's hardly at this point should be accepted conventional wisdom. I put it to you, Doomcock's so correct that anyone that thinks it is coming out, I laugh at them. I just go, ah, ha, 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 ha. I need to say nothing else. I just point them and go, ha, 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 like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, winter ain't coming. It's gonna come really, really late. Oh, actually, never.
Yeah.
Winter's gonna come out. Never.
Never.
Happen. Get used to it. I mean, there should be some kind of rule. 10 years after 10 years, it's just countries have been made. People have been born and died in that time. 10 years. I mean, it's ridiculous. I can wait 10 years for a sequel. I mean, 3 years for Empire Strikes Back was bad enough. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
10,
and after
10
and
years
after
10 years between installments, that isn't that yeah. Who the hell waits? Who the hell would wait 10 years for this book to come out? I mean,
Exactly. Gary Nerdrotic.
Yeah. Gary, what about him?
See, I feel bad for Gary. He says he's over it, but he's on Twitter just earlier today counting how many days it's been. I was like, oh, Gary, you're still not over. Just let it go, Gary. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen, folks. I hope I'm wrong, but Martin specifically said, "Oh, I'm going to get it done in 2019, or you can put me. And if I don't, you can put me." Now it's just, I mean, really, why are we talking? Sorry, why are we giving it the oxygen and fuck that guy? Moving on.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Either.
yeah, it's best to put him out of his misery.
Oh, I didn't mean murder him.
Is that what you meant to say, Moises?
Not that. Well, maybe. But anyways,
What? Moises, you are so controversial.
Moving on.
Everyone ignore what Moises just said. Definitely don't rewind it and listen to the last minute. People or anything.
Nope. Nuh-uh. Move on.
Yes, move on. All right.
So, in the chat, Adolf Hitler in the chat.
Oh boy. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the chat. Let's see. Let's see what
Start typing,
what it
everyone.
says. Yeah, great movie. What great movie?
Blade Runner?
Great. Wait,
Oh, the one that kids.
uploading Return of the Saint series. We'll have more original stuff in a couple of days. Nice. Kevin Smith is a cuck. He's probably friends with Will Smith.
Yeah, the double the Smiths.
Oh my God, fucking Will Smith. I tell you, I mean,
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Yeah? Well, why don't you kiss my ass then?
that other guy. What's his name? He should have said that. Keep my words on your fucking mouth. Well, why don't you kiss my ass? Fucking kiss my ass. That would have been that would have been the perfect rebuke.
I would have gone. What you can do about it? Hit me again?
Wait, didn't Skeletor get it burnt off with acid?
As
What?
thief.
Acid.
As if.
Acid.
As if.
And it's kids TV. The actor who played Skeletor in the movie had a bulldog, but the guy He-Man hated you too. I'm guessing a bulldog. Was that supposed to be bulldog?
I'm not sure. A bulldog? A big dong? No, that can't be it.
Okay,
Welcome to Stephen Amore's keyboard, with most of the typing done by Slash the Cat.
I am not reading out those next couple of chats.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But anyways.
Oh, I'm wondering what
So-
year. That's funny. I heard the same thing about the Americans.
Now I have something to say. So on HBO Max, I did watch First Blood, also known as the first Rambo movie.
They drew First Blood, not me.
Wait, that First Blood, right?
Yeah, which blood are you
Yeah.
thinking about? A documentary about periods?
Not that.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I may
well-
do it myself.
But you know what it is.
What, my first period?
Not that. I meant First Blood.
Yeah, that's why I quoted from it. They drew First Blood, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, very different. I've never known a sequel to be more different from the original.
Yeah, it is a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, the Rambo films. They're like, that's like, that's like top tier 80s action, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, but not the
top-tier
first one.
action.
That's the thing. Not the first one. It's very different. You'd be in for a surprise, Dalek. I'm sure
Really?
Moy's about to explain. Yeah. It's more like a psychological drama about the emotional journey of a Vietnam veteran, with fighting and violence as well. But it's much more, more of a drama than an action. Rambo, just the sequel, they went in another direction and it really took off.
Huh.
Yeah, when it comes to action movies. And also while that, they did actually put up a question saying that what if Rambo fought again, and that leads to the Predator.
The Predator.
Yep, the first Predator film.
What if Rambo was in the Predator?
Well, what if Rambo fought the Predator,
Oh, he
and that led
fought
to
it.
the first Well,
That's
not
what it's
really.
like saying, what if Moises got into a wrestling match with a banana? I mean, they're just hypothetical, aren't they? It's not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Although we didn't even get Rambo defeating the Predator, but we got Arnold Schwarzenegger to do it.
Yeah.
What if
Which
Scotty wrestled an action man?
who played Rambo again? Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester
Yep.
McCoy. Yeah, he went from Doctor
Not
Who
that.
to Rambo.
That's McCoy. It's Sylvester Stallone.
First Blood, and then he's doing time traveling. Hey, Adrian, let's get in the fucking time machine. Sylvester Stallone McCoy in Dr. Rambo Who. Hey, what am I doing in this box?
It would have been awesome if Rambo is a Time Lord.
Yeah. He goes back to Vietnam and wins the war.
And also defeats the Daleks and the Cybermen with his M60.
The cyber Viet Cong. And then he helps the cyber Taliban.
Oh man, that would be insane. That would be absolutely insane.
Yeah. It would have been like the best Doctor if Jodie Whittaker just regenerated into that.
Not Jodie. If not Jodie, if Capaldi regenerated into that.
Yeah. Yep.
That would be the most amazing thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be completely out of character for the Doctor, but still, it would be fucking amazing.
Yeah. If the Doctor regenerate into a giant hunk of a man who has the ability, who has some high special Green Beret training and carried an M60.
Yeah.
Now you're talking. Then he's not got to fuck about, is he?
Like I said, something like that would be completely opposite to a character like the Doctor, but still, again, the idea, have something like that would be incredible.
Or maybe you could flip the equation and have the Doctor going around war-torn hotspots around the world trying to solve issues with a sonic screwdriver.
That is a Bowie knife.
And a Bowie knife. Or Bowie knife. Or indeed a Bowie knife.
And an M60.
That's one thing they could do, yeah. So that might be interesting.
That's the comedy combo you're going with, is it, darling? Yo, Adrian, get in the TARDIS.
Yeah. But anyways, back to the movie at hand. So I did like the movie. Yeah, I did like the movie, and they did execute the story perfectly.
Which movie?
Any movie. Pick a movie. That's the one he's talking about.
I think we're still talking about the first Rambo film, right? Or was it?
Yeah, we are.
We're rambling about Rambo. We're Rambo-ling.
Although after watching the movie, I did watch a video called 10 Facts about First Blood.
It's about Minty.
And I actually did not know most of the. By Minty.
Minty.
And I did not know how Rambo became that much popular that it got its own animated series.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Rambo is, like, back then, there weren't many fucking action films that was, like, done quite, like, high budget. There was, like, quite low budget action. So especially like Rambo, because like Rambo, totally. I remember getting the Rambo computer game on the Amstrad 464, and it was shit because it was real fucking hard.
Yeah, I did. I did learn about the existence of the Rambo Nintendo game, which also kind of just followed the same formula uh, as the Predator. As the Predator game, that is,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
with the
well,
whole snakes and butterflies thing.
yeah, and then another thing with Rambo and all is it got like hard publicity because it got like labeled as an ultra violent film, and oh, you can't let fucking your kids watch this shit, and so it got like loads of publicity because
Just play,
well
just play
no,
your game or watch your animated series instead, so you can get your Rambo.
yeah, no, but thing
That's
is
the
though,
thing.
didn't it? In America, like they tried to like say that some of these mass shooters was like pumped up on Rambo, and so they were trying to blame Rambo for fucking doing
Yeah, same
influencing mass shooters. So they
same
tried bad.
same kind of crap as the same kind of crap was going on. Well, here in the 80s as well.
Yep, couldn't get nunchucks.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah,
blame the
so-
pop culture.
Yeah. So, anyways, I did learn that Rambo did have some toys.
Yeah.
Well, a toy line.
Well,
I
well,
had,
well,
I had the Rambo figure.
it's a big 80s movie. Of course, there'd be merchandise for it.
Yeah, but like they couldn't do the merchandise for kids until they did the cartoon because I had a Rambo figure of the cartoon and one of the bad guys called Gripper because he had like a false hand. He had like a gripper for a hand because he lost his hand.
Oh, I
So
thought that was the time with Grange Hill, Gripper Stepson, the bully.
And
Bow, bow, bow.
and also I did learn the existence of the animated series of Rambo. And
And
looking
now
from
this
the
week, Tucker's
animation,
luck.
and
Who's doing Grange Hill? I'm seeing that sausage already. Bow, bow, bow.
so I did watch the animated series, and I didn't watch it, but saw clips of it through Minty's video about top 10 facts about First Blood.
yeah.
And the same.
Minty.
Yeah, the Australian guy.
Yeah.
That puts up top
Weird
10
eyes.
facts
So
any movie.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with this Minty person.
Yeah, he
Welcome
does
to
like
plugging huge channels. More
Yeah.
importantly,
Well, he
Minty
does have
should
a
be talking
YouTube.
about Dalek.
yeah, he does some good like videos about like things you didn't. Mostly, you know one or two of the facts, but he does like 10 facts you didn't know about fucking Ghostbusters or
Yeah,
fucking
or whatever.
Predator or
Yeah.
Rambo or does loads of films. Because I think he's been doing it for fucking about 10 years, maybe. I don't know, but he does loads of fucking because he's got weird looking eyes, but he wears shades. But there's a few
What?
sort of like things where he's took the shades off, and you can tell. Oh yeah, that's why you're wearing shades, mate. His videos are good because he's got weird eyes. Well, that's because he probably watches a lot of shit. Because he's got his own video store in his fucking back room.
Yeah, and I respect that because he did like going to Blockbuster when he was a kid. And although in Australia, Blockbuster was actually a paradise.
Yeah, there's not much going
Yeah,
on.
Gangster's Paradise.
Well, not really. It's actually a kid's paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, in Australia, gangsters, kids, same thing. You ever
Well,
been to
it's
Sydney?
either blockbusters or beating up a koala in them
I've been
days.
to Maroubra.
Well, I can't really say that I can't really say I definitely miss blockbusters, and oh, actually, hold that thought. 3,
Holding.
2, 1. 2 hours.
Oh, yes.
Eh?
We're 2/5 of the way there. 2/7. No, not really.
Yup, we've reached 2 hours. So,
Okay,
anyways, good luck.
so as I was saying, I never really got the chance to visit Blockbusters I don't think there ever was one near where I lived, but where
We
I
had
live,
one. We had one.
there was there is a
Oh, vids.
there was a rental shop that I used to visit as a kid, but sadly, and I really loved going there because they didn't just have they had you could rent films, you could rent videos, DVDs, you could even rent tons of old games like the PS1, the PS2, the Xbox, and I loved going in there and renting
Yeah.
stuff out.
Yeah, blockbusters did that.
But sadly, that place isn't a rental place anymore. It's a takeaway now.
Is the food any good?
I love the pizza from it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. It's kind of like the preceding business model. You don't buy that pizza, you rent it. Know what I'm talking about?
Rent pizza.
Now, why would
But like I said, I'm sad the the rental shop's gone, but the takeaway that's there now, they do good pizzas.
at least you had good?
Yeah. Well, blockbusters. I used to go on that, and the rentals were okay, but there used to be extortionate on the fucking M&Ms or popcorn.
Yeah. Oh, you never get your sweets from a video shop. That's standard.
Yeah.
They
So,
thought they were
Pop,
well, think about it. They thought they were a cinema. It's like you do realise I'm going home past the other shops to take
Yeah.
this video. It's just
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna
it
say,
made no sense. Who bought those
so,
things? £15
yeah,
for a Mars bar? Fuck off.
yeah. I was
How
saying
much?
there was sweet shops
Well, I'm
across the road.
exaggerating for comic
Yeah,
effect,
yeah,
darling. But you get the point.
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
over
yeah.
like
I mean, I get
retail
what.
price.
Yeah, I get what your point because more
A
than
pack of
It
M&Ms,
wasn't
like,
£15,
because
but it was at least $14.95.
I mean
there'd be like twice the price because a pack of M&Ms from the shops you'd be able to get it for about £1, and
See, I
from
didn't get
there
that. It's
it'd
like
be
you're.
£2.
See,
It'd
if
be
I,
about twice as much.
Are we talking about food you buy in a cinema?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but this
like,
isn't a video shop. It's
yeah,
like exactly in the cinema. It's like, well, I guess there isn't a Sainsbury's in the actual foyer. I guess I'm going to have to get my popcorn here. But in a video shop, it's like I'm now leaving the shop. I don't have to get my sweets here. Why are you charging double the price for the exact same sweets I can get next door for half the price? Just a silly business model. I can't believe that anybody ever would have bought. You'd have to be really hungry off your head and all rich. Even George
yeah,
R. Martin would be going, I'm not paying those fucking prices. Back on the train,
yeah.
girls.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of is the video that you was renting was so good you couldn't be asked to go, or you didn't have time to go to the sweet shop next door. You wanted to go straight home and watch whatever you fucking rented. Why you'd pay fucking twice
They
the
should
price?
do it like a mini bar. If they were smart, they would have taped chocolates to the video. And if you didn't eat the chocolate, you get the money back. But if you got tempted, you get charged for the chocolate. Yeah, like the mini
Yeah,
bar. It's like, well, you're
yeah,
putting the tequila in the room. What the fuck? How am I supposed
yeah.
not to drink it?
Back of M&M sellotape to the video case.
There you go. That's the business model, Dalek. Dalek's video rentals.
Yeah.
Dollar Fiddle video
You
rentals.
just tie a cheese sandwich to it, and if they eat the cheese sandwich, it's an extra fiver. And if they don't, you get a cheese sandwich. I mean, everyone wins.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah.
You can call it cheesy
Yeah.
videos.
Oh, speaking of movies, so I did
Speaking of
watch.
movies, good segue. It's a pop culture channel. Speaking of,
I did watch.
Yes, this is a pop culture channel. So okay, what movie are we talking about? What movie is it now, Moses?
Well, we are still talking about First Blood, right?
no, I thought we were talking
No.
about Chorlton the Wheelies and Camberwick Green.
Sorry, I thought
We were talking about
I
half price confectionery at Blockbusters, but go on.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about relative prices of M&Ms across different-
blockbusters. My bad.
Well, half price extortionate fucking.
Well, we were
American
talking about
festivals.
First Blood until we got segued to Blockbuster Video.
Well, a minute
Yeah, well,
ago, you were
when we
talking
got back to First
about
Blood,
Rambo getting into a
Yeah.
TARDIS and going on to violent trans-dimensional adventures.
Maybe.
What if you got Sylvester Stallone, Sylvester McCoy, and Tweety and Sylvester for an amazing triple threat adventure?
Yeah.
I thought I
got the
saw
triple-
a Time Lord. I did.
Well, three times.
I totally taught a putty tat. I did taught a putty tat.
And
Darling, your voices are
at times
awesome.
like and an extreme beret.
An extreme beret. That's brilliant. All right, I tell you what, Dalek, for your son, I think you should do more sound bites and basically audio impersonations because your voices are brilliant. I'm only realizing you've got quite the range. Yeah, because your Biff Tannen is on point, man. I'm telling you.
Thanks. Oh, and look who. Oh, we got a new and got someone new in the chat. Hell, see, son of a red shirt. Good to see you.
Son of a red shirt. Ha ha. Trans-dimensional verisimilitude. Well said, my young
Dimensional
friend.
verisimilitude. Very good.
So yeah, I did like the movie.
Yeah.
I think
Have you seen number two,
Moises,
then?
I think you've said that like at least 3 or 4 times. Is there
Yeah,
anything else?
Moises. Tell Red Shirt in the chat about our new segment, Noises with Moises.
Yeah, noises with Moises.
Like, have you seen
I have
Jackie
a broken
Brown
record
Moises?
player.
Have you seen Jackie Brown?
No,
Okay. Can you watch Jackie Brown and then do me an impersonation of the car alarm in Jackie Brown? When you see it, you'll know the bit I mean. He goes, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Hey, so Moises, have you seen the part 2 to First Blood Part 1, which is Rambo First Blood Part 2?
And if not, have you seen Rambo 3, which is subtitled Rambo Helps the Taliban? They're trying to keep that one a bit quiet now. You heard that one? Or is it the
Rambo
Mujahideen?
Help.
well,
Help.
no. I haven't begun watching the other two Rambo movies.
Yeah, but you got to watch
I've
the
always-
third one,
Wow.
Moises. Rambo 3. Rambo goes to Afghanistan and makes friends with the Mujahideen.
Yeah, and Moises, there's 5 of them. Rambo 2's good. Then Rambo 3's alright. It's the worst one out of them. Rambo 4's good.
That's
And
the time
Rambo
traveling one.
5's alright. Better than 3.
Oh, guys, I did got a notification from HBO Max, and it says here that soon there's going to be The Last of Us.
Welcome
What?
to Easily Distracted with Moises.
Well, when I actually heard that notification, I assumed that HBO Max is now releasing The Last of Us series, which is also based on that Naughty Dog made.
Wasn't that? That's a. Wait, they're making a series of that?
Well, I assume they will. Although I did hear rumors that they're going to pull it off.
Oh boy.
Ha ha! Pull it off. I hear a dog. Is that Selassie?
Well, no. I did act. Well, no, I didn't. Seems like the dog is barking outside.
Barking mad.
Do you have a,
Barking south of the river this time of night? You must be joking.
is that is
That's a
that
London
is
taxi joke.
is that your dog Moises or is that someone else's?
Someone else's.
Okay.
And what about the sound of a robot in the kitchen? Is that you?
Well, no.
Whose robot is it? Why is there a giant robot in your kitchen, Moises?
It's an AC.
Is that a type of battle robot? Moises,
Yeah.
I am AC from the future.
Automatic.
Keep cool.
Yeah, automatic command robot.
Yeah, Moises, if that's AC, keep cool, Moises. Keep cool.
I am keeping cool.
That was the joke. Don't worry, folks. Laughter tracks and punchlines will be airbrushed in later.
And also, a petting on Captain Coffee's spot would commence.
That name no longer has any meaning for me. I'm the Time Lord now.
Tat, tat.
And that's right. You're not the. That's right. That's a permanent change, isn't it? You're not the Cockney anymore. You're not Cockney
That's
Spock
correct.
anymore.
I wasn't getting taken seriously, so now I charge actual money. Time is money. If you want to hear about time, you've got to give me money.
How about a pat on the head?
Depends if it's by Amelia Clark. Yeah, sure. She can pat my head anytime.
I would pat your head for such insolence, Pat.
Yeah, but you're not Amelia Clark. Amelia Clark could pat me on the head for insolence.
You don't know. He might look like Amelia Clark. We haven't seen him.
Yeah, but he's not Amelia Clark. I don't want some kind of carbon copy replicant. I want Amelia.
Yeah, that
on my show.
I tried for you, fucking
Moises. You can't even remember his name. You're trying to pimp him out.
No, I was going to call him Noises.
Memorize the names of your hookers, will you?
Noises, Boises, and then you would Moises. Well, oh yeah, it's Moises.
Moises analyzes the soises.
Yeah.
That's what your show should be called. Moises Soises. You find out all the soy shows and make fun of them. Moises Soises.
Oh look, some of the red shirt has made some comments on his comment.
Was it?
No, you marked bedroom.
Okay, let's see.
Oh no, because it's a running joke. Red shirt. It's our reggae dog. It's our dub reggae music festival dog, Selassie.
Wait, me and old Dolly for everyone and all the cool peeps here tonight. Cheers, boys. Rambo goes to Mecca.
Now you're talking. That's what we've done Afghanistan.
Yeah. I thought it was for Rambo 5. He goes into Mexico.
Selassie, highly unlikely.
Yeah, Haley Selassie, that's very good. Oh, red shirt, you are just running rings around us with the comedy wit. Highly Selassie, highly unlikely. Oh, very. Oh, took me a second, red shirt. He's a roister
very
good. Good. A pat on the head for you, son of a red shirt, you comedy fucking genius.
Very good, son of a red shirt.
He's doing the comedy for us, folks. We are the mere meat puppets. Meanwhile, red shirt is the Shakespeare in the chat.
Okay, we're almost
Another 5 hours, Dalek.
Well, I was gonna say we're almost at. Well, we're at 2 hours 2:14 now, so that's like.
Let's go to 3.
That's I was about to say I've got another 40. Another 45, 46, 45 minutes left.
5 o'clock in the morning.
If we run out of things to talk about,
If we run out of things to talk about, I want to talk to you about kissing techniques. So you better. So you've been warned. Better keep
Yeah,
that
well,
pop
look,
culture coming.
it is it is very early in the morning here, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this stream up
I'm
to
surprised you're awake. It's
hopefully 3
4:15.
hours.
It's only 4:15 in the morning, darling. Come on, stay up a bit late. What is this thing called sleep that you speak of?
Well, some of us actually need it, Captain.
I hear good things about it. I must try it sometime. So, Moises, do you when you kiss, like romantically, eyes open or eyes closed?
Close like his avatar. Of his phone.
Nice. On that note, AFK BRB.
You know,
I'm still there.
On that note, Moises, your avatar. Why is it Cadence instead of Fleur?
Well, again, I did actually. Well, again, I didn't even sign into this to a StreamYard account, so it's now me and Cadence for the rest of the streams.
Well, you don't. Well, here's the thing. You don't think. Well, as a guest, you don't need to log into StreamYard. You just need to upload your own avatar.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I couldn't because every time if I actually press upload avatar, I'll need to log in or sign in for free to upload more avatars.
Oh, right.
Anyway, darling, what's wrong with his avatar? I thought you liked it.
So I'm stuck with Kate.
I'm just. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with it. It's the wrong. The one the mare he's kissing is the wrong one.
How's that? Although this summer I was supposed to just put me in Adagio, but that did not fly because again I need to sign in.
You in a what? You and what? Dogio?
Adagio.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Adagio.
I don't know what one of them is.
They're not even brother. I know that.
She's a Adagio Dazzle. She's a character from My Little Pony.
Right.
Equestria Girls.
Now I'm with you. I was thinking, like, what the fuck is a Dogio? I didn't know what the fuck it was, but yeah, now I get what you're going to be going with.
Adagio, not Adagio.
Adagio.
Sorry, I don't know me fucking My Little Pony fucking characters. Shit. How dumb do I feel now?
it's fine if you don't, because
Fucking course it is. It's real Sawyer's fuck.
Oh, here we go.
No, but if you want to, well, you can't. It's for girls anyway. My Little Pony.
Well, of course it is. It was a.
Whatever call it, Sawyer's fuck. It's like that Prey film.
That was Of course, it's for girls. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it's Sawyer's fuck.
Although MLP was originally, G4 was originally for girls, but unfortunately, it just attracted a male audience.
It did, yes. And you and me are among them.
Not as much. But it was the time for girls because I saw something about My Little Pony, and because I think it was something about to do with toys, and they was having trouble getting the pony right because they had a few fucking. Yeah, no, but you know the testers, they had a few fucking different versions of a pony before fucking they like decided, oh yeah, we'll do it a little one, call it My Little Pony. I think they were going to do like a big pony or a bigger pony, but But there was like the texture. It was something to do with the texture that they had to fucking get right, like, and all this shit. I forget where I'm going with this fucking, but it was for girls. Yeah, that was it. It was designed for girls because they did the texture because they knew and they used it a comb and everything because they knew girls like combing hair and everything. So, and they know girls like ponies anyway because a little girl, what's she wanting? She's wanting a pony. So you get a My Little Pony, even though
Nothing wrong with that.
it's not a pony though. It should be called My Little Piece of Plastic.
Yeah, but the thing is, you got to
Like
understand
a pony.
about the ponies, Jens, is there's 6, and only 2 are ponies, 2 unicorns, and 2 are Pegasi. So there's like,
the 6 main characters of
Six.
the main 6, the previous generation of My Little Pony. There were 6. There were 6 of them, and there were like 2. There were 3 different kinds of ponies, and with these 6, there were 2 of each. There was 2 at least at the beginning. There were two Earth ponies, 2 Pegasi, and 2 unicorns.
Right. Yeah.
Well, meanwhile on G4, they actually did the same thing, only except that in season 3 actually made into an alicorn. Now it's just one unicorn and one alicorn in the group.
Yeah. The whole thing. Yeah, the whole thing with Twilight becoming a unicorn, an alicorn, and becoming a
they
princess.
did call it My Little fucking Pony, fucking Unicorn.
My Little fucking Pony. That doesn't even go.
Well, My Little Unicorn Pony fucking / Pegasus. Did they called it My Little Pony? So I thought it was all ponies.
Well, they are all ponies technically. But
yeah, they're like genetically engineered ponies to have wings and a horn.
Oh boy.
You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, I don't want to fucking talk about the genetic fucking basis of a fucking fictional cartoon character. So yeah, let's move on.
And all of this just because I asked Moises why was he kissing?
I wondered why you was pissed off, but now I know why. Because it's like fucking Paul McCartney and with not Linda McCartney. No, the Oko Yono. It's like totally the wrong fucking bed, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. Hello, Stephen Ransom, and yes, we are really talking about My Little Pony.
Yeah,
Stephen Ransom. Come on, Stephen, you got to flex it up. We've done Time Travel to Death. We've done Risk. We've done Blade Runner. We've done everything. There's more to Little Ponies than you knew. There's Pegasi. There's unicorns. Stephen Ransom. It's a whole new world.
Yeah, and if you know
better than
about
fucking Star Trek.
Yeah, and if you know about Dalek's channel, you know he's into Doctor Who, My Little Pony, and Star Trek, I think. But I know definitely Doctor Who, My Little Pony.
Yes.
Isn't that right? Yeah.
It's just, I mean, again, I wasn't expecting the conversation to go that way. I was just asking Moises, why does he have the wrong mare on his avatar?
And now look. So why has he got the wrong mare on his avatar? And why are they closing their eyes when they're kissing?
Because fair, isn't it? It's that cheaters episode of My Little Pony.
To make I don't know, to make it look more romantic.
Yeah.
Right, Moises?
I reckon he's going to sit one.
Yeah.
Jens is going with Dalek's going with romantic, and Jens is going with
it's actually a brony thing. It's actually a brony thing, and you won't understand that.
Thank fuck. I'm not saying it's out wrong with it, but I'm not really my cup of tea. But they look a lovely couple. I think Dalek's jealous. Because what is that mare called? because she's a fine-looking mare.
Her name is Cadence.
Yeah, I reckon
And in
you're
Spanish,
fucking.
and
Yeah, you
and
want
in
a
her
bit of
Spanish sense,
Cadence.
her name is Mia More. Her name is More Cadenza.
Mia Mori Cadenza, but everyone calls her Cadence.
And
Simple.
her secret name Jens, is Miyamura Soy Crusher.
How dare you?
Soy Crusher, I
right.
said, not soy lucker or liquor. Soy Crusher. Come on, Jens. I mean, Moises or whatever.
Yeah. Well, don't slag off Moises' favourite mare.
I'm not. You're all negative. I said Soy Crusher. God, the harder I
Right. Well,
please to try to please them
yeah.
all, Dalek. They're not even listening to the repartee.
Oh, dear. Oh boy.
Well, Moises did take offence. He was like, "Don't slag off my bitch." Well, my mare bitch. Yeah, I think
Look,
Dalek's a bit jealous.
I think
He's getting some of that.
I think we should.
Yeah,
I think we should probably move the conversation on to something else
yeah.
because the chat I don't think they're really enjoying all this pony talk.
They're the fucking soy cunts, aren't they? Didn't they live in the 80s? It was He-Man, My Little Pony. That was the favorite. He was rather into He-Man and My Little Pony. I was into He-Man. So just make it clear. But there was so much of My Little Pony going around. If you lived in the 80s, you couldn't help but see a fucking My Little Pony.
Dalek, I actually don't know if I actually had so many ways so I can shut Spock up.
Oh boy. Noises, please don't.
Okay, I figured I'm going to refrain that.
I'm confused. Did you want me to shut up or talk? Let's see what the chat's saying. Richard,
please don't start a fight, Moises.
No, let
please
him.
don't make Dalek nervous. He wants to have a lovely time. Son of Richard says, what are your favourite non-science fiction films, Dalek? Do you have a genre you're particularly fond of? Apostrophe RE. Or, for example, do you like action movies? Or perhaps comedy? Who is your favourite
Spock started it.
Moises.
I'm not even in this thing.
He started it.
Started what? There's nothing happening, you guys. See what I mean, folks? Every time my reputation precedes me. Started what? There's nothing happening.
I think he's still pissed off that you took him, or he thought you took the piss out of his fucking.
When I was actually giving a compliment, I said soy crusher because I know Moises doesn't like soy. I carefully calculated a statement to please Moises. It completely backfired.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, Moises, he wasn't trying to have a go at you or anything.
Quite the opposite. Condensed soy crusher. Think about it.
Yeah, it means that she's so attractive, she makes soy boys fucking into real men. That's how much of a mare she is.
Well, she is she is literally the princess of love. So you could say
That's why he's getting so many. Boom chaka wawa.
And that's not just me just saying that. That's literally true. She's literally the princess of love. That's a title.
I know who she is.
Yeah, I know you do.
Anyways, moving on.
Oh, Stephen Ransom.
You know her full name.
Stephen Ransom says, I don't have any issues with My Little Pony. Glad to hear it, Stephen.
Yeah.
Also, some of the retro did say, what are your favorite non-science fiction films? Do you have a genre you're particularly fond of? For example, do you like action movies or perhaps comedies? Who is your favorite director?
Oh God,
I'm getting a sense of deja vu.
My favorite My favorite non-science fiction films. That's a that. Well, I love. Well, I can say this. I very much love fantasy. So
That's
say
fiction, isn't it? Even though
so.
it's not science fiction, though, but it is fiction.
Do you have a genre you're particularly fond of? For example, do you like action movies or perhaps comedies? I.
Of course it does.
Mm,
You like comedies and action. I know because action films. You like Predator and that and Rambo. You've been talking about it, saying how much you
yeah,
like it.
those are cool. Yeah, I mean they're very cool movies. So yeah.
And then comedies, you like fucking probably like everyone does, Blazing Saddles and fucking.
Never seen Blazing Saddles.
You've never seen
No.
Blazing Saddles? The
Um,
sheriff is near. The sheriff is near. Oh, Liebchen, the rumors are true. Honey, that's my elbow.
Well,
as for my as for a favorite director, I don't think I can really say.
yeah.
Like, is,
What's
is
your
that
favourite film?
You've never seen Blazing Dalek. This is almost as bad as that time you confessed that you'd never even seen Battle of the Planets, the easiest fucking anime to ever get into. Never seen Blazing Saddles. Oh, that's like saying I like Doctor Who. Who's this Tom Baker you speak of?
oh boy.
I get nervous when you respond like that, folks. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. No, it's fine. Just it's a great comedy. You will. It's almost as funny as being on my show, Dalek.
All right. Um, I mean, I didn't even know Battle of the Planets existed until you first brought it up.
I know because I acknowledge in all seriousness that you are the anime expert, but so it's the one that I've seen and you haven't. So I'm always going to.
Yeah, that's the ironic thing, isn't it?
It's our little running joke,
between the two of us, I'm definitely the expert on anime. But there's that.
Absolutely.
But then there's that one anime you've seen, but I've never heard of.
You've never enjoyed the delights of Jason, Princess, Keop, the other one, and Seven Zark 7. 5 acting as one. Battle of the Planets. Best show ever. Did you at least check out the titles on YouTube? Oh, come on, you know I sent you a link. You didn't, did you?
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking good in Battle of the Planets because I think it was one of them where they did give it out to Japanese artists to like fucking draw. So
well, no, it was re-edited from a Japanese anime. I'm sure Dalek will probably, if you don't know the story, you'll be fascinated by it. They took a Japanese anime, recut it, redubbed it, and sold it to America as Battle of the, or in America, USA, and later England as Battle of the Planets.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and so it is Japanese, early Japanese anime, and you can tell
it's early Japanese anime, and no anime fans collection is complete without it. That's what they say.
Yeah, because
anyone that likes anime loves and knows Battle of the Planets. Isn't that right, Moises?
I think he may have gone away.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Battle of the Planets.
Planet of the Battles.
Let me stick.
Good. It is good.
We're in the last. Anyway, are you gonna stick with us, Moises? I mean, we're in the last half an hour of this stream now.
Well, it depends. Although I did take my sleeping medicine because tomorrow I might be heading over to school.
What? How old are you?
Oh, that's all right. I'm in an opium den now.
Hey, Moises, how old are you?
That's a
if you
joke,
go to
folks.
is it night school, you're about.
Well, I
is that
am
where you
heading
learn
to an
on the book?
adult school tomorrow.
Right. Yeah, I think that we call that sort of like night school, where you do it
On the
sort of like
night shift.
later in the like on night sort of time. I might be college or some. But anyway, right? Yeah, I was just checking to make sure you won't fucking like 12 or something.
Have you ever have Stephen Ransom asked me? Have you ever seen the anime series? No, Noyan,
Noyan.
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 No, yeah, probably it was Japanese, isn't it? It might be pronounced as Kojun. Fucking over there. That's the way they were. Yeah.
I can't say I have Stephen Ransom.
Hmm.
And then Gotcha Man.
Gotcha, man.
G-Force.
That's the one.
that's the Battle of the
G-Force. Battle of the
Yeah.
Planets.
It's called G-Force in Japan or something, and then Battle of the Planets in the Western countries.
They're 5 Dalek acting as one.
Cajun Azura is what I'm waiting for. That's like, yeah, it's like a tournament battle sort of dude where it's anime, like fucking, it's on Netflix. The first 2 seasons, anyway. Well, they're not. Well, I say seasons. They're like.
Do you know that one, Dalek?
Which one?
What
called,
you just...
Yeah, Kenjin Azura. It's like a tournament called Kenjin Azura tournament. But it's Japanese. That's why it's called Kenjin Azura.
Right.
In Japanese.
Well, it sounds Japanese.
Yeah. I think Kenjin Azura means somewhat like battle tournament or something like that. In Japanese. But like real good though. It's like Bloodsport, but a cartoon version of it. Have you seen Bloodsport with Van Damme? Like martial arts sort.
Right.
Real good though.
It's about a group of kids who meet multiple versions of themselves from alternate universes from a decade ago. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Stephen Ransom. I'm definitely not familiar with that.
Yeah, no, neither am I.
They all dressed like different types of pigeon, and they each had their own separate vehicle, which would separate from the main vehicle. Let me guess. That's still Battle of the Planets, isn't it?
Yeah. Because they fucking got their helmets, which they are like bird shaped.
I think the closest when it comes to like these, don't get me wrong. I haven't seen Battle of the Planets, but I have seen like I have seen a few mecha anime, like a few series. I've watched a few series of like Gundam.
Right. Yeah.
And
Thundercats. That was one I was probably thinking of, where they sent the anime to be drawn in Japan. The Thundercats. But obviously, it was an American idea and that, but all the anime was drawn in Japan. Because I wanted that sort of.
They did all the animation. All the animation was done in Japan.
Yeah, but all the storylines and that and other sort of shit, I think was done in America. And and it was just like, oh yeah, we know like they're good because if you look at the Thundercats, it's one of them where there's quite a few fucking action scenes in it and that, and so the Japanese artist could handle more like actiony scenes.
Yeah.
And I think they knew like, oh yeah, that sort of style would go good. Where He-Man, that was done like with proper fucking actors, where they'd film the actors and then they'd like copy, draw their sort of like fucking bodies and that, and then just draw He-Man's face on or Skeletor's face. Like, stop.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Animating.
Okay.
If you're not feeling it, Dalek, wrap up my advice. Wrap up now. Don't torture yourself. You're not getting paid to be here. Maybe.
Yeah.
Right, that's it. Go away, everyone.
I know. But
Yeah, stop bothering the
Only
Dalek,
20
everyone. You've had
minutes
enough.
to
Look
go.
at him.
I'm
You-
taking.
Look,
No,
you've taken it
I
out
can
of him.
manage. No, I can manage another 20 minutes.
All right, especially if Dalek gets us another sub at the end of the show, he might. I'm just hint, folks. Come on, one more. I know you got it in you. Go into your local Tandy and click on subscribe. Do some fucking thing. I don't care how you do it. And while you're at it, subscribe to me as well. Not Jens though. He's terrible. He doesn't understand time travel.
Okay, Stephen Ransom is saying something here to you, Jens. The term anime is used when talking about animation made and created in Japan. Subcontracted work is not included by the term.
That is very specific.
Right.
Where's Milton when you need him?
Yeah. I'm not.
True anime is, basically the whole production has to be the story, the writing, the animation. It all has to be it all has to be done in Japan. It has to be originally Japanese.
Right,
Yeah,
Dalek.
yeah, that's what I say. Thundercats.
Dalek.
It's got May artists.
Right, now we've got a hot topic. We ain't going nowhere. What if I present something that, well, basically for all intents and purposes, it's set in Japan, the characters look Japanese, but I refuse. I'm going to make a point. I'm telling you that I'm not going to tell you, it's a known unknown, where it was made and who by. And then it'll be in the category of this may or may not be an anime. Because if the criteria is being made in Japan, if I refuse to tell you where it was made, then you don't know whether it's an anime or not, right?
Yeah.
By definition. So I'm going to, just to prove a point, I'm now going to commission a series of artists to animate my forthcoming comic book, 3 French Maids and a Cucumber. And I'm not going to tell you whether it's made in Japan, Korea, or Swindon. And therefore, you will never know whether it's an anime or not. And that's what I think of your silly, racist, nationalist categorization system. I say judge it by the content of the show. Not you. I'm talking to Ransom down there with their little, whoever's in charge of defining anime. As soon as you attach a name, I know if you say culturally an Eastern flavor, maybe, or an Oriental style, then maybe we can talk. But it has to be made in Japan. Can you hear yourself? What next? It's got to be of Austrian extraction. So I'm just trying to fire it up a bit in the last 20 minutes. You want to go out hot, don't you? You want to go out fighting. Come on, we've been having a nice time. Let's have an argument. Come on. Hawk the Slayer's rubbish.
Wait, genius idea. Just an idea taking already existing Japanese kids TV show, redub it to fit whatever narrative you choose, and tie it together with cheap in-house animation in the form of Zark 7 and the R2D2 knockoff.
Excuse me, Sunred Jet 7 Zark 7. You forgot the other 7 in his name.
Yeah, he was great. Mate, that's right. He wasn't remotely effeminate. He was like R2 and 3PO in one.
Oh, Steven says the captain is correct. Without definition, a thing cannot be defined.
Whoa, dude.
I mean, okay, yeah. I mean that's. I mean that little idea you said. What was it? The three French maids and the
And a cucumber. That's just a working
that's
title.
that almost sounds hentai territory.
I know, and it's actually serious science fiction with parallel universes. But also, look, yeah, you scratch a geek, and there's a hentai fan trying to get out. We all know it. Moving on. I've seen you at the comic book shop looking for the knicker vending dispensing machine. I've seen you. Come on, look. Who hasn't? Oh, I like the Watchmen, but I got it for the detailed plot lines. But I did like the tits on that character in the spaceship. Come on, come for the tits, stay for the sci-fi. That's how we get them. That's how we're going to win. And we elevate the thing with the sci-fi. You come for the French maids, and you stay for the parallel universes, Moises. What do you think? You interested, Moises? How much money you got on you? Do you like comics? Do you, boy?
Moises, are you still there?
Oh yes, I'm here, and I'm not.
Look, Moises, if you want to leave, you're free to do so.
Do you like comics, Moises?
Well, kind of.
Like, you have what are your favourite comics?
Well, I'm not even in the mood of collecting comics, so.
Okay then. Welcome to Short Conversations on Dalek 451. Right, now bear with me. I'm multitasking. I've got to spray these
animation
soldiers.
just in Anime means animation just in Japanese. Yeah. I mean, to me,
usually, the old "to me" prefix. My meaning of a word.
To me, animation which has a certain look is what I think of as anime.
Seems reasonable to me.
Yeah,
did you animate artists, but because it's like not full anime, you can't. It's not classed as anime. But I think.
Look, I'm just saying. There's the word anime, and to me gets thrown for the last 2 years. It's been thrown around way too much. There's been a lot of stuff which is clearly Western, which has been made, which has been had the word anime slapped on it, and I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, that's not anime. It doesn't even barely resembles it.
Even High Guardian is an anime, and not to mention that a lollipop is not an EV.
High Guardian Spice is not an anime, not in the slightest.
And also a lollipop is not an EV.
What?
Also, by the way, there's on your head.
There's a what on my head?
EV.
Hey, hi, little Evie. That's. Yeah, yeah. If you weirded out by that, that's just a funny little thing that me and Moises do.
Yeah. We always did that. But anyways.
Yeah.
And if you are weirded out, too bad. Get used to it.
High Guardian Spice is not an anime, and if you want She-Hulk it's High Guardian Spice all over again.
Well, I wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't quite put it like that, but I think it's worse than that.
Worse.
More worse.
Because just that. Hang on, what's this? I'm watching a show called Zatch Belly and Retro. It's a kid show from the early 2000s. Oh.
Nice.
Excuse me.
Just taking it to that next level on the big push for 500 subs.
Come on, it's not like you've never burped while live.
I know. I thought the inherent comedy and the hypocrisy might take us a bit further. Exactly. I know. I love to belch. Well, ever since Rick and Morty, I've decided that my 10-year-old self was correct. That burping is always hilarious. When I belch, it's always funny.
I don't think I'm familiar with that program. I've been watching Gennady Tartakovsky's Primal and thoroughly enjoying it. My favorite thing on TV right now, though I'm watching it streaming. Oh yeah, Primal. I need to watch that myself because I've heard that is really, really good. And anime is not a trademark or trope. Agreed, the term is thrown and beaten, then bloodied for the sake of a few views on Netflix. It's sad. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Netflix uses the word anime far too liberally. They will slap it onto anything. They're always saying like
Tom and Jerry.
Like that Castlevania thing, saying like all new anime. It's not anime, for God's sake.
They're cheapening the term.
Especially not to mention that they have Transformers as an anime.
Well, Transformers was originally from Japan anyway, so to have an anime of that makes sense.
Especially not to mention there's this other anime called BNA, which is also a Netflix original for some reason.
I've heard. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. I've been meaning to. I meant to watch that BNA. And also, and speaking of it, and there's another anime. There's another show on Netflix I watched a while ago. What was it called? What was it called again?
Three French Maids and a Cucumber.
So Dal, you did say that you were meant to watch BNA.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did mean to watch BNA quite a while ago, but I never got around to it.
Is it all because of Netflix's fuckery about cracking down some password sharing and also charging a lot of customers with a lot of money?
Not really.
And or was it the woke shows that they have shut out at the past before they decided not to?
It might have. That might have been part of it.
Compared to the Netflix anime that they fucking did for Thundercats, fucking terrible. Didn't even bother watching that.
The guns they've stopped.
What was it? Anime is how Japanese say animation. It pisses me off. You're right. Fair enough.
Anime.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, he's right. Anime is just basically what the Japanese simply refer to as any kind, almost as animation.
The Dalek Emperor was trying to speak.
I'm sorry I had to do that, Moises, but that I'm guessing that was that fan of yours. It was really loud.
The robot that really likes Moises. AC, it's his biggest fan. Come on, that was a nice one.
So what were you trying to say, Dalek?
See, there was a lot of jokes there, but you got to really. AC, the robot, his biggest fan. Yeah, what were you trying to say, darling? Come on, you've only got 5 minutes.
Hey, okay, all right. Here's one series I watched. Moises, have you watched an anime called Ultramarine Magmel?
No, not that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah. Well,
Well, you've manifested a marine in the chat just by saying that.
what about one called Cannon Busters?
Nope.
Oh,
Not either.
well, they're both both of those shows are on Netflix.
Jens, I got bad news for you. Jens.
And hello, and we've got some newcomers in the chat.
Yeah, I got bad news for you, Jens. According to Connie Fitzgerald in the chat, the Bible says no liar or thief or adulterer or fornicator or hater of soy nerd bitches shall enter heaven. So that's you in trouble.
Oh, well, I'm not allowed in heaven. The last time I was in there, I called Jesus a soy bitch for being crucified. So I get sent down to hell amongst you cunts.
It looks like my ex-wife's come into the chat with her mates. Sorry about that, darling. Remember, the good Lord wants you to subscribe to Dalek. And remember, the good Lord said, he who subscribes to Dalek 451 shall find everlasting peace.
And
I don't hate soy bitches.
And further, those who do not subscribe to Dalek 451 shall burn for all eternity in Hades for not subscribing to Dalek 451.
Yeah, I've still got one. Okay, thanks for that, Captain. A diverse resume: The Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, Samurai Jack, the original Star Wars, the Clone Wars TV show, which was effing awesome. The guy is a hit machine, and this show is no exception. Yes, he's talking about Gennady Tartakovsky. And Moises, what are you eating?
A quesadilla.
And hello to Johnny Marine. Never seen you here before. Connie Fitzgerald. Never seen you here before either. No.
See, that's what Jens. You're in trouble, mate. No fornicators.
And Clark.
I don't even want to be in heaven because I get too much shit of them Christians because I start slagging off Jesus for being a soy-nerd bitch. I'm like, Jesus, man, you're the son of fucking God, and then what did you do? You fucking did fuck all and got crucified on the cross like a pussy bitch.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Jens. Is this the reason?
The next thing I'm getting
Are you the reason I'm suddenly getting all these people in the chat talking about?
They're trying to say the Bible and God and all that. Because they know that Jens's mission against soy nerd bitches means that he's got lust in his heart. He's a fornicator.
Oh God! You brought your drama to my stream.
That's a joke. It's not Jens. It's probably more.
Well, Dalek, you know what to do. Exterminate him.
And they'll allow them in. They're allowed to. Although it does say the good Lord says, "Thou shalt not hijack Dalek's stream with your religious prognostications." Ironically enough, we're all saved. We know you're preaching to the choir.
What the hell is all this?
Well, it's quotes from Scripture. I mean, don't you know your Book of Peter? The Bible does indeed declare scoffers, people that stuff their faces.
Well, you think that?
Well, Dal, shall we kick off Captain Time Lord Spock for this?
Well, we
No.
Why
can
would
we
I
have an hour of
kick?
theology?
Why
Do you know
would
that
I
Christ
kick
wasn't
him?
born on Christmas Day?
Why
Well,
would I kick the captain off? He's not responsible for this. Jens is. I
yeah.
should kick
Well,
him out.
anyway. Yeah. Well, that's so you
Oh,
cunt. Well,
Thanks,
oh yeah.
Moises.
Gee,
Noted. Got some policeman you are, Moises. Just shoot the first that pops up. Oh, look,
Well,
it's the
anyway.
captain. It must be him. Shoot him,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. If you don't mind me responding back to the chat, that dude who said fucking Jesus paid for our sins. It's because Jesus is a pussy cunt and he dares say, all right, bitches, man the fuck up because you cyanide fucking
All right,
bitches
shut
are
up.
gonna fight.
Shut up.
What do you-
Okay, that's the show, everyone. Thanks for coming. On 3 hours.
And to
That's
say at
3 hours.
least,
Good night, everyone.
And to say at least, Jens, nobody cares about your religious your religious prejudice. Just shut up and leave quietly.
I'm
Wait.
seeing a pattern here. We have a great
You want
time
me
on
to
my
leave?
shows. We come to Daleks and it all goes.
Oh my God! It's happened again.
What have you done, Moises?
My streams
Yeah.
always start out great and then they end up in disaster. What the fuck is going on?
It's them fucking silly cunts in the chat trying to wind me up.
Not
But
now,
anyway, Moises,
Jessica. Not
You're the reason
not
they're
now,
here.
Jessica.
I'm
Sorry.
not.
Yes, you are.
No. Anyway, Moses, what do you want me to leave for? You're some good fucking loyal friend. I thought you're supposed to be a fucking My Little Pony friend. My Little Ponies don't fuck. Oh, they don't fuck each other, but they don't feel fuck each other off, though.
Okay. Are these actual people or are they just bots or something?
Hey, what's going on over
I
here?
don't know, but they're getting your views.
Not now, fellas.
Why is everything going so crazy? What the fuck is going on over here?
Oh, hello, Felix.
Hey, what's that? Hey, darling. Hey, Moises, what's happening? Hey, Jens, what's happening over here? What is up in this motherfucker?
Oh, these
Wow.
are a troll and bot. Oh, great.
Hey, I thought we were just chilling.
Oh, yeah. We've got some
Well, we were, Cat Felix.
people in the chat
Oh
talking
dear.
about cyanide bitches, which I disagree with.
Okay, all right. That's it. I gotta do something about this shit.
Alrighty, time to go. Hey, let's go. Hey, what did the mod say to the troll? Slap! Charlie Murphy! Charlie Murphy! Son of a red shirt, you can't put dinosaurs and cavemen in the same show. Don't make a lick of sense. You might as well put a spaceman in there. Caveman and dinosaurs do not go. Why not go the whole hog and get a shopkeeper in there? A spaceman. Get Moises in there. Anyway, I came here for Moises with noises. Oh yeah, rustling sounds. That's good. Welcome to.
This has just gone horribly wrong. I need to do. Yeah, okay. I was gonna go for 3 hours anyway, so I'm just gonna end the show now because this is just getting fucking ridiculous at this point.
Well, Dal, I'll compensate you with an Eevee.
Moses, you fucked up the show.
No, he had not. No, he Moises didn't do anything wrong.
Well, that's what you'll say, but let the audience decide. One in the chat if you think Moses fucked the show up.
Yeah, let's do that. Who fucked up the show? Was it 1, Dalek, 2, me, 3, Moises, 4, Jens, or 5, Dalek, because it's his show? So that's 1, Dalek.
Jens.
Oh,
yeah, and
that's 3.
And
So for Moises, press 3.
Oh, and nice try, Jens. You're trying to put the blame on me.
Well, you shouldn't come on slagging off soy-nerd bitches like that. You know it gets offensive to some people.
Well, I don't believe in God.
Oh, you should go.
All right, that's okay. All right, that's it. Everyone, just shut up. I'm ending
don't
this
get
now.
me legit.
Now, okay, good. I'll just let's just get through this. Good. All right, thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you everyone on the panel. That was a great show, but it's just gone completely wrong. So,
When's the Cardinal coming on?
okay, so well, anyway, from the surface.
Bye, everyone. Hope you had a lovely time.
From the surface of Skaro, this is Dalek 451, the new Dalek 451, signing off. I will see you all next time. Good night, everybody, and whoever caused this crap, fuck you!
You soy-nerd bitches! You're in hell!